kind of have so much to do with each other. It's based on a video I watched this week. So here's the first question, just so you guys can be prepped for when we start. I'm gonna run the theme song, and we should be good to go. All right, and we're rolling.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird.
Oh, I know what clip that's from too. That was a hype clip.
I think it was the third one on there. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Affiliates Podcast, guys. My name is Recidation, and today we have on quite a few streamers for you guys today. Okay. So I'm gonna show you all of them here. On the top left is Cosmic Lightning Warrior from I've actually slipped my mind which galaxy you are from.
The Andromeda Galaxy.
The Andromeda Galaxy. Sorry, that's an easy question. It's just I slipped my mind. Primarily, you stream what games? Primarily.
Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Minesweeper.
Okay.
And
okay.
Snake on a Nokia. I've got a Nokia.
On a Nokia. Hey, if you guys are looking for some classics,
what? Are you guys laughing?
What?
No,
okay.
It's Call of Duty, Fortnite, Ring of Elysium.
Okay.
Usually, pretty much not Fortnite though.
Got you. We try to stay away, right? Top middle. Speaking of Fortnite, the one and only DB Fanboy Gaming, the one and only. Primarily streams, I believe, Fortnite. But what about on Wednesdays though? Hold up. We came prepared for times such as these. No, we didn't.
He's coming back.
Okay. Hold up. Just minor hiccup, guys. Minor hiccup, guys. We're back, okay? And on Wednesdays, DB, is there something going on there? Or maybe on Thursdays. I don't know.
It used to be WoW Wednesdays, but that got moved to Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Thursdays, guys. We got if you're looking for some Fortnite, some WoW. I saw some variety yesterday, I believe.
Well, yeah. So Saturdays are for the boys, as we all know.
Oh.
So it's when I just get to play games with some of my close friends, and it's basically up to them. Whatever they want to play is what we play. So we did some Overwatch, we did some Uno, some Scriblio. It's basically whatever the boys want to do.
Okay.
Uno. Wow.
And then on the top right here, the young twitch.tv/Dottie style. What do you primarily play, Dottie? We're gonna.
Unfortunately, League of Legends mainly.
Oh boy.
Apart from that,
okay.
I don't know. A bit of this, bit of that, bit of a throwback on the Thursdays.
Okay.
Just relive the classics.
And I did notice you brought the shirt back for another episode, bringing it back, dude. The classic.
You got it.
The one and only. Okay, bottom left, Spirit Controlled here. What games are we primarily looking at for Spirit Controlled? Wait a minute, hold up. We actually don't have any audio from Spirit Controlled here. If we can just go to the booth real quick for a review. There we go. Okay, hold up. Spirit Controlled. Primary games.
You got me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
What the frick? Smash is we're doing tournaments. We went to our first one and got bodied, but that's lessons learned. So Smash is what we're going for.
Okay.
Fortnite reluctantly. I want to play Blackout, but Blackout doesn't want me to play it.
Yeah, true. Same.
I tried Rings. I'm trying to get into it. I want violent games in my life.
Okay.
And then whatever. So anyways, we're getting around. We're trying to find my identity right now.
Okay. All right. And then bottom middle, newest guest so Cosmic also has never been on this podcast yet before. Also Freedom Cleanse, another new one. What games are we primarily talking about when we think of twitch.tv/Freedom Cleanse? You know.
Strictly Fortnite.
Strictly Fortnite. Brave man. It's a brave man right there. Anything from squads, new game modes, anything, even those scissor like freaking parkour maps. This boy's
I
killing
do-
the game.
Yeah, I literally do a mod. I like to play a lot of viewers, and then I
Okay.
do a lot of like Turtle War stuff on Fortnite.
Got you. And then I am your host, Residation. Everyone's favorite American, African American streamer. Actually, it's just your host.
Hey, what about
here.
me?
What?
What about me?
Do they have Africans in your galaxy? I don't. Do they have those?
What do you think I am?
Oh. This is why we need commercials for this podcast. We really need to be able to cut to commercial when these things happen. I just, Oh my gosh. All right, question 1, guys. But yeah, welcome to the Affiliates Podcast. We're going to be talking about questions that typically deal with Twitch, the platform, other social medias, news about streamers. Question 1, open to anyone, is give your best advice to beginning streamers. You could just give me one tip. You can give me a couple here. Best advice to beginning streamers. Like they just downloaded OBS. They're like, I want to stream games. What is that first piece of advice?
Who's answering first?
Anyone? I mean, I could answer first if no one wants to, but it's open to anyone.
Probably
Go for
don't
it.
give up after like 2 months or a month or
Okay.
like 2 weeks. I feel
Despite
like that's
progress.
yeah. Like even if you're not seeing things happening, just stick with it. I think
Okay.
that's the advice I'd say. And obviously, you give advice about all the finer details and like settings and whatnot, but like if you give up, none of that's going to be useful, you know?
Yeah, I'd say I have a similar answer. I think that people kind of they set like this expectation about like, basically I want to make money. I want this many viewers. So like they set that expectation, right? And then Dottie said, maybe like after 2 months, doesn't happen, and they're like, oh man, screw this. This is either you could say this just isn't for me. You could say I'm not very good at this. You could say like I'm not making enough money, which in my opinion should not be a goal as a streamer that's starting out. But yeah, I'd say know what your expectations are and make sure that they're realistic when you're just starting out, because it's not going to be about money. It's not going to be about this insane follow count. It's about retaining viewers and having a good time while you're doing it. So that's what I would say.
Take some time before you even click the stupid stream button for the first time to learn as much as you can, because it's going to take about a month to 2 months to even feel it out in the first place. So learn and practice, and I mean, you're going to have nobody in there first. Sorry, hate to break it to you. It's going to be 1 or 2 people maybe. It's you and your mom. And that's it. That's it. You and your best friend or your dog watching. That's it. Just you and your dog. That's probably it. So take the time while you first start out, not to have unrealistic expectations, but to learn as much as you can before you even start your first stream. So that way, when you start, you're already a little bit ahead, because you're already going to have to be. You're already behind. You're going to look back a month from now and be like, "Wow, I've come a long way in a month." And then you keep going from there. Just keep building on top of each other.
Got it.
That's good. I want to play off of what he said too, and I want to encourage people to find a streamer that they like, probably a couple. Find out what you think they're doing right, and try to imitate that to the best you can, but spin it and still make it your own. I think that a lot of people go in not knowing anything, like Cosmic said, and I think a part of that research process that he mentioned is finding what you like and what you think is successful, and maybe finding out what everyone else is doing that's killing it. But also you got to be unique in your own, and that's going to come with you trying to improve everything that you're doing. So just find out what you want to be, find out what you want to do, find out what you think is good, try to imitate that as best you can.
Creativity is I think Steve Jobs said this. Creativity is hiding your sources. That's it.
Ooh.
Dang.
That's good.
Freedom.
I think
TV.
that's probably loosely based. I probably got that wrong, so don't Google it and hate me for that. Because I think it's also like creativity is like connecting the dots backwards or something. So I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
the exact quote, just so that no one rips you later. The
Yeah,
quote
you
is, the
got
secret of creativity is knowing how to hide your sources.
Yeah, I was close. Okay, yeah.
You're very
See?
close
You
enough.
got it.
Close
Got
enough.
it.
It's very,
Close
very
enough.
How's Steve,
Type
how's
what you
Steve
said, and I
Jobs
got
doing,
it.
by the way? How is he doing?
Oh,
F.
F's in the chat. F's in the chat, boy.
Please.
That's rough.
What?
That's tough right there, man.
Oh. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna come off. But please, if you're gonna start streaming, don't do it off of like a toaster. Like, please at least have a decent computer. It's so rough going into somebody's stream and they're getting like listen, and Channing, if you're here, man, I'm sorry. You know I love you. You're my boy.
Shoot.
But he's getting like 5 frames per second, and it's so hard to sit through that. Like, regardless of the content that's happening, it's so hard to sit through like a low budget like rig. Like, just stream off a console if you got to. But just, man, please at least have something that can run the stream. Bare minimum. That's all I ask. But that's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, that and, just, I don't know, be yourself, man. Just be genuine. People can see when you're being fake. So don't try to be something you're not for the sake of views or to try to get follows. Just straight up, just be yourself, and you'll get the community and the viewership that you are looking for in the long run.
Yeah, I know I already answered, but before we go to Freedom, I really want to just agree with the whole, like, be yourself and don't be someone that you're not. Not that people like, can't like fall for it. I mean, people believe that I enjoyed Fortnite for like 3 months, dude. Like, I was doing a pretty good job of hiding that, dude.
Yeah.
Until I was just, I cannot do it anymore. If I streamed the game for more than 4 days in a row, I literally would ask Siri on my phone, where is the nearest bridge, and to see how high it is. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Shoot.
So you have to enjoy what you're doing, guys. Like, or else everyone knows that you're not enjoying it, or maybe you're just playing a game because it gets tons of views, or it's like this really like like hype game where you're trying to ride this hype trend. If you don't enjoy it, don't stream it, dude. Just don't. I mean, I don't know. So Freedom.
Also, screw follow for follow. Don't do it. It's a scam.
100%. Yeah.
Do not do it. Avoid that at all costs. It sounds like a good idea, and it might be an easy way to cheese to 50 followers, but it's not worth it, man. It really isn't. Be genuine with your followers.
And
that's a good one. So
go ahead.
I kind of want to open the debate because I think DB said something, but I don't know how to say this as well without coming off. Maybe this is me reflecting, but I think some people, if they are themselves, they're freaking boring, and I think that.
Oh,
no. And
no, we're good. We're good.
No. I think I'm looking in the mirror here because I do think that if we're just ourselves, we can be pretty boring. Because I'm the kind of dude that would just rather sit in a cave. I don't know, but I enjoy streaming. It's this weird thing where I don't know. I think DB's right in that you should be true to yourself. But I do think sometimes if you find yourself boring, I think that it might be good for you to kind of step outside your comfort zone, step outside who you are, and just kind of, I don't know, put on a good show, be an entertainer, and maybe some of us aren't natural entertainers and we kind of miss out on that. Yeah. But I think that some people could use stepping outside of their immediate identity and their immediate bubble to kind of propel themselves forward. So I don't know. That's just food for thought. I think DB is right in that you should be true to yourself, but I think that some of us could kind of probably step outside of be more than who we are.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean, because like as far as like, so me being like a Paladin streamer most of the time, it's just like, okay, the top Paladin streamers, the community likes them to not be super hype, not do it, not be like crazy hyped about getting these crazy kills. They want skill and just calm gameplay, dude. Literally just like this calm, like collected gameplay. So me being like Mr. Hype Man, like no one actually cares. If I was Diamond and didn't have a camera and muted my mic, I'd get double the amount of viewers. That's just how it is. So for some games, though, you actually do need to have a different personality. So I do agree with Spirit. You have people like the Doc that is clearly putting on a show. It's a persona. But then you also have people that are legit, like Cosmic Lightning Warrior, that like this is what they do. This is who they actually are. Yeah. And I'm gonna show that to you every single day. It's a consistent thing. It's not an act. Right. It's who they are. So
and there's data here. I mean, Cosmic, how long have you been streaming?
About 5 months, going on my 6 months.
Dude's killing it. Like he's got consistent viewership. You're getting some huge hosts. So there's some data here to kind of like, man, being superhuman, being more than what you naturally are. I think that there's something there to take away for anybody. Man,
I think you don't have to. Yeah, I don't think you have to. I think everyone's just like says, be yourself, and that's all I am. I'm just being myself, and I just happen to be a guy that got hit by lightning. You know what I mean? Stuck in space. But,
Yeah.
so aside from that, for a normal person that isn't like blessed with these talents and abilities like I am, just being yourself, like you said, might just be boring. So think of yourself as the best version of yourself, and you realize what you're doing. You're not just yourself in your room by
That's good.
yourself in your boxers playing video games. You're literally streaming on Twitch for other people to watch you. So
Yeah.
what are you doing to interact? You got to interact with them. You got to not
Yeah.
just stare blankly into your screen with the glow of the screen is the only light in your room, and then your mom busting in the back door saying it's time to do your homework, John, and that's your whole stream. Like, come on, dude, you gotta do something more than that. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even find anybody to host because it's just a bunch of people sitting there like this, not doing anything. Or some of them, I don't know. It's like, even if you don't have a webcam, figure out a way to make yourself like at least engage and entertain or talk through what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The best version of yourself is the best way to put it. I like that.
Let's
best
go
version of
to
yourself.
Freedom because he's the only one that hasn't got an answer. The convo's awesome. I gotta give him this chance here.
Hey, there we go. My biggest thing is just to talk during your stream, and I'm gonna like 100% agree with DB on this. Like, be yourself. Like, I don't. You could be like a better yourself. Like, express yourself more, but don't ever try to act like somebody else. Like, because he's right. In the long run, who are you gonna want? People that know the fake you, or the people that know the real you? Like, what you guys see on my stream, I'm 100% like in real life. Like, I'm a shit crap talker. I don't know if you can curse. I'm a crap talker, and
just keep it light. Is all. You're all good.
And I mean, yeah, just be yourself, have fun, man, and really reach out to other streamers and try to connect with other people who also will like you, because that's what I've done. That's what I've done. I've just connected to other people that might like me and people that I like watching. So, I mean, people do like boring too. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like higher up Fortnite streamers, but like High Distortion is the most boring person to watch. But
shots
Bro,
fired.
Shroud is
Shots fired.
like the most boring person ever.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
But just see how many viewers they're pulling though. So some people like no talking and just like the gameplay, and some people like you're gonna get what you get, man. So I just be yourself. That's my biggest thing.
Here's the two biggest things you can do when you make content. Okay, it's exactly what we're talking about. Content is broken down. You guys better get a pencil out and a pen or a paper. Okay. Content's broken down into two categories. There's two buckets that content can be. It can be educational or it can be entertainment. You know, you think about people like Shroud, he's boring, so it's not really entertainment, but the entertainment education comes through his gameplay. It's like, how is he going to do this? Like, well, that's the entertainment side of it. It's not really him. But then, like you said, it can just be the gameplay, even if they're just kind of a boring person. So some people just watch it for that. And if you can marry those two together somehow, then you have something special, I think. So if you're just like on one of those spectrums, figure out a way to really be great at it or to do both.
I think that Freedom is right too. I don't think there is one answer here that fits the perfect mold, because there are people who are chill. There are people who kill it like the doc and they put on a show 24/7. You know, maybe there is no answer that's perfectly fit here, but I do think that you could take away information from any of this, and that you need to find what works for you and what your identity is, and then commit to that 100%. Don't back off.
So, bro, the internet's weird, man. People, you can do anything. There's a spot for everybody.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. I just realized, guys, that I didn't post a second question the whole time we were talking about this. So I'm gonna actually throw it in here and then give just one more analogy of kind of the way that I see one streamer that, like, you know, maybe isn't necessarily entertaining. I know, like, okay, we rip on Ninja like every single podcast about like, oh, this guy, he's just like the top Fortnite streamer, but like he's boring. Okay, I think he's done a better job now. He plays with like Tim and Lupo, like their group, so like they're super fun, I think, to watch together. I will dominate, who used to be a pro League of Legends player. I know that Dottie's in a different time zone for me, so I usually watch him pretty late. But even when Dottie goes offline, I will dominate for some reason. Picks that period of time to be live. It's ridiculous, like 4 a.m. So I go to his stream, and he's not like super entertaining, but like he's super good at the game, and he explains what he's about to do right before he does it. So like for me, like it's entertaining just because he's always talking about what he's doing. So I know we had Goose Boy on in the past who does the same thing. He like says like, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna happen, and then he just executes. And I don't know, like you don't have to be super funny or crazy. Like it's just interactive, and like that's all I ask for. Not even like reading chat 24/7. Big streamers can't really do that. Question at Rest Station: can you see chat? Yes, I can. We are actually collecting questions for the end. Before we go on to the next question, I will answer 2 and only 2
hold
until
on.
the end.
Before we
Freedom's
go
dog
too
is the only
far,
one.
Freedom's like dog's getting all the hype. What's up? You got a cute dog, Freedom? What's going on?
I do what you guys like to see him.
Call him
Dude,
up.
Yeah,
Call him up.
Is he bartered?
Dogs
Because he can't be on the stream.
instantly.
Oh, 1 second.
So guys, is this dog adorable? I mean, come on, you guys are hyping this up. I need.
At Rest Station, we need a dog.
Aw.
Okay, well, you guys better start donating
That is
then.
that was like a faithful, adorable dog.
How
I
much?
approve.
I mean,
Was she
dogs
just
are
sitting
a
there?
little
Or
expensive.
was it a he or she? Chat, is it a he or a she?
Yeah,
I'd
chat,
say
huh?
sure.
It's
He-
he. Come here.
What is your
Ah.
pronoun?
Come here.
All right, good to know.
Good dog.
So
See,
let
that's
me
quality. I mean, that's plus entertainment value. Dogs are adorable.
people that have
Dogs
like
are adorable.
I'd say
the
it's
cat
more
cam.
educational more.
Keep the dog there. Stop
Yeah.
it. Come on, lay down. Come on. Come on. Get up there and lay down. No,
Oh, he
said
shook
screw
his
you
head.
guys.
No, he's like, nah, fam.
Yeah, he said
Screw
screw
you, I'm out.
He's
Let
like,
me
"Nah, dog,
let me
it
answer
ain't
2
happening."
chat questions. First of all, was how much does Freedom pay his friends to carry him in Fortnite games? I believe it's to my knowledge, it was $20 minimum. It depended on the player and how many wins they had. Second question is why aren't there any girls on the podcast? We had a girl last week, fam. Like we had, or was
2
it
weeks
was it
ago.
two
Just the
two
whole
weeks
thing.
2 weeks ago?
It's
It was
like, yeah.
Stephanie. We had Steph. She might even be in chat right now. Okay.
I checked. She wasn't in there. But
So,
anyways, yeah.
With the one before that. What? Which one? Which one was she in? I'm
I was
I'm falling apart here.
Season 2?
Yeah, the end of season 2. Okay, she was in there. We've been trying to get another female streamer. It just didn't work out with her
Yeah,
time.
well,
Dr.
even
Diana, come on. What's up?
even if we got Dr. Diana, it would still be the same situation. We'd still be all dudes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we gonna play some games tonight or what?
What happened?
Oof.
Captain, sorry, that's Captain speaking.
Oh my
there
god.
you go, female. There you go. We got a
Yeah,
female AI.
there we go, the
That counts.
captain.
What? Who's the
Alright.
cap? I'm lost. I'm so sorry. What happened? Something went over my head completely.
Cosmic
Captain
has
started talking to me.
Oh, the cap. Oh,
an
shoot.
AI. She brings it, man.
Okay, fair enough, dude. We spam for dog, now spam for girl. Okay, if you guys want me to get a dog, it's a $500 dono minimum. Second of all, to get more girls on the podcast, I am just gonna message this girl that hopefully is gonna be on next week. It didn't work out last time. I'm working on it. Okay. Can you guys be happy with who I have? I have freaking Cosmic Lightning Warrior and Freedom Cleanse. Is that? Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh my
Spirit
god.
controlled in DB Fanboy Gaming in Dotty Style. But,
Well, you guys are the regulars. You guys are the regulars. Oh my. Okay, it's a given. I'm just saying, it's the guests. My bad. I didn't discount you. Oh, this is not good. Question 2. Question 2. Should you stream when you're sick? So let me quickly explain where like the first 3 questions of this podcast came from. This dude on YouTube, Alpha Gaming, super good videos, and he was basically breaking down what big like the trash advice that the big streamers give that actually could be like detrimental to these small streamers like career. Basically giving them advice that actually is going to be like their demise and get them to stop streaming like every single day of the week. Some people say like don't stream when you're sick because it's like a bad reflection of your stream. For me to open up on this one, I agree with the don't stream when you're sick, or maybe you're just like really not feeling it. Like yes, you have a schedule. If you're not feeling it or you're sick, in my opinion, any new people that see you on that day will think this is how this guy always acts. This is how he always talks. This guy's tired. He's boring. He's not feeling good. That's any new person will think that that's me every single stream, right? So I feel like if you're sick or like you're not feeling it, then you just shouldn't stream, right? But that's just me. So anyone, I'll have Freedom go next on this one.
She's streaming. I mean, what kind of sickness you talking about? Like cold? I mean, it's,
Yeah, like cold flu. Like
mean,
you're just not in it. You know.
I mean, if it's something like if you think in your head that you're okay to stream and you can be an entertainer like you usually are, then I don't see a problem in it. Like, don't be blowing your nose every 3 seconds in the microphone. There. But I mean, if you're feeling it, I don't see a problem in it. I've streamed when I've been sick before. I streamed when I had my 2 ankle surgeries, and it's a little difficult, but it's like just find a way around it. You can always do things to find ways around it. So I mean, if you're feeling it, but if you're at the point where you're literally sneezing and just blowing your nose every 2 seconds, no one wants to hear that. So it just depends on the situation, I guess.
Okay, Spirit.
I think that putting, I don't know, something up that just lets people know that you're sick, I think buys you a lot of grace. But I respect people who probably don't feel the best and still hustle. I mean, nothing but respect those people. But I will say that I'm more into the deep end, like the mental health issues, where I think people go into streams with massive mental health issues, and I think that they would easily benefit from a night off more than some kind of sickness, because I think that, I don't know, many people either minimize or demonize mental health issues, and I think that we should be honestly trying to attack that situation as a whole, and I don't know, try to fix stuff. But I don't know.
Gotcha.
Go for it, man. I think throwing something up buys you a lot of grace.
Yeah. Dottie style, what you got?
I don't think so. If it's like physically sick, you know, you got the sniffles and all that, I feel like it's pretty, I don't know, maybe just don't talk, chuck some music on. Yeah, have like in the title, sick stream, come like, you know, have a donation goal. You'll take like extra meds or something, like, yo.
Oh shit!
OD on Tylenol.
Sickness is a benefit, yeah.
You know, maybe you could be like, $5 and I'd take an extra goddamn one of these. But nah, probably not. It's probably not a fantastic idea. I wouldn't anyway. I just can't. I feel like my mental gets drained when like I've got the flu or whatever. I just can't talk. I just need to have a nap and veg out for a while. Yeah.
DB Fanboy Gaming.
Okay.
Is your answer?
I mean, I was guilty of taking like a week off from being when I was sick, but that was like a long time ago. That was early on in the stream days. But I mean, I don't know. I guess for mental health reasons, I think you like, if you're gonna count that as like being sick, like if you're just like going through like something, I definitely think you should take time off and not try to push through it, because it could maybe potentially make it worse. But if it's like, I don't know, like the sniffles or something, I mean, like Dottie said, I would 100% just put it in the title so people understand. People come in knowing, even though most of the time people don't read titles, but just continuously remind people, be like, yo, just apologize. Be like, I'm so sorry, you know, that I'm coughing a lot, or, you know, something's going on. I'm just really sick right now, and I'm just trying to keep grinding. Because I saw a tweet one time that said something like, if you every day that you stop streaming, like you stop grinding, there's somebody out there who isn't, and that they're gonna continue to get successful while you're just taking days off. And that kind of like got to me and was like, man, like I really should like not just take days off, because like I'm a little sick. I guess I could just kind of push through it. So ever since then, I haven't really. But I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I think if it's a mental health thing, for sure, you should take a couple days off.
Got it. Before we move on here, I do apologize for this question, because I don't think this is something that Cosmic can relate to at all. You've never been sick before or anything, have you?
I got the space flu pretty bad.
Oh, really? So that
sucked.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I powered through it pretty, like, I don't know, as much as I could. Some of the streams are shorter, and I mean, I think it varies with your life situation, and plus, you know, like how you're feeling that day, or if, you know, if you got herpes, then you probably can stream, right? Right? If you got the space flu, it's a little different. I'm just saying. I'm saying that sickness is not going to hold you back. But
Do they have those in space?
I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying. If you I mean, it's just to each his own. If you got a massive flare up, then probably just want to chill out for a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be hard to sit down. I don't really know how it works. So. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh. I wasn't ready for that.
What was the question?
The question was, should you stream when you're sick? Also, guys, the next question is in the Discord in this call. The next question's there, just so you know. But yeah, that was the question. You know, should you stream when you're sick? I think to add to what DB said, like as far as like powering through it, because like that's like a day where someone else is streaming and like you're not. And to me, even like having like my PC break over Christmas break, I was like, oh shoot, like I missed out on so much. Like that was like the most, in my opinion, the best like 2
Nice
weeks
stab,
to
Dobby.
stream is the first week of the summer, like when everyone's like out of school. That first week, and then also the first week of Christmas break, in my opinion, are like the 2 best weeks in the whole year to stream. So I like missed out on all that time where I felt like if I just was streaming, there's so much growth potential, all that. When I'm sick, even there's people that may have found me that night for the first time that I would have never even met, or they would never have found me if I wasn't live because I felt sick, or like I'm just not gonna stream today. I'm not really feeling it. Uh, but I'm like I'm super big on like first impressions and stuff. So I feel like if someone's first impression of my stream is like not what I would like it to be, like I really don't like that because it's people
Mhm.
thinking something of me that isn't true based just because I chose to power through, you know.
Yeah.
So
You never know.
yeah. Oh my gosh, Omega's
Forward.
putting these questions up there like crazy. I think these all apply to Freedom. I know Freedom is in the military. I did get that question before. What is Llama Gang? Let me just suppress Omega real quick, okay? I will answer a question for you, okay? I believe this was maybe yesterday, maybe over the last 2 days, okay? Freedom Cleanse, basically, him and the boys all had the llama skin in Fortnite, and they were trying to win games with the pickaxe only. Sometimes they broke the rules, but they were going in there and putting in
Nice.
work and just swing, 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 clapped, swing, clapped, swing, clapped, swing, clapped, dub. You know, so that's what the Llama Gang is.
Oh my
Thank you very
gosh.
much. Let's go ahead and move on.
I respect that.
Next question, dude, is this a hobby or a job? And the reason why this question came up because in that video I was watching, oh my gosh, it's a freaking lifestyle, dude. This question came up because a big streamer basically said, this is just something for fun, right? You're just doing this for fun. Don't expect success out of it. And I was like, oh, that's really bad advice, man. Because if you actually want to be a streamer and it be a full time thing, even though it's very tough to do, um,
Mhm.
if you don't expect success out of it, the whole way that you go about streaming is not, in my opinion, going to be the correct way to try to grow. You don't care about growth. You don't care about entertainment. It's just I'm having fun playing video games. You could do that off stream too.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're not looking for success, it's kind of like why are you streaming as well? You're not looking for any growth or any improvement. So that's kind of how this question came up. But let's start with Cosmic on this one. Is streaming is this a hobby or is it a job?
Listen, for a lot of people, it's just a hobby. To be honest with you, for me, like you said, it's a lifestyle, right? I get back on the ship after a long day of saving lives, and what do? We handle business. We keep the war paint on, and we just we put on a show, okay? And then I go to sleep for like 30 seconds, and I wake up and do it again. And that's basically my life. I'm not even joking. Why is the camera off of me? I don't understand what's happening. Who's behind the scenes? Every time I'm about to drop kick this dragon kick whoever's behind the scenes.
I'm getting you guys the next question. I'm so sorry.
I'm just kidding. But in general, the answer to that is it. If you look at the numbers, every single day, more people are trying to be a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber or whatever it is, right? It's becoming more saturated. So if you're just sitting there just playing video games, you're probably never going to make it. Sorry to tell you, hate to break it to you, but if you're trying to actually put effort into your stream and make it better every day, then it's a little bit more than a hobby to you, and you should treat it that way. It maybe only giving you, hobby like returns necessarily. Like you're not, and not making like millions of dollars. I don't think a lot of people are, but I think if you're doing something you love and you're passionate about, then and you can share value with other people, then that's way more than a hobby.
Okay.
That's good.
DB.
I don't really see the point in doing it as a hobby, to be honest, because like you said, if you're just gonna do it and like not really put any effort into it, I just don't see the point in streaming, because like what are you getting from it? Like other than like maybe some people throwing you some money, like for, I don't know, you made a funny joke or something. I don't really know, but like I decided this year, because like look, I support a lot of small streamers, like a lot of them, and this year I was like, you know what, like it gets almost overwhelming, and I was like, I don't want to, like, not that I don't enjoy supporting people, but I don't want to put a lot of energy into supporting someone who's not even trying to do anything with their stream. So like before I would, I would make people channel shout out of the week. I would go stop by the stream and like, sub to them. And then like, I would see that they wouldn't even stream for like 2 weeks. It's like, what did I just sub for? Like, you're not even here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm putting in all this work to support you, to try to make you feel good, to get more people in here, but you don't even care if you're getting people in here. So that's why this year I'm like, I'm only gonna like fully support, like I'm gonna always support people no matter what, but I'm only gonna put more effort into people that I know that want something to become, that want to treat it like a job, regardless if you only do it for 2 hours a day, an hour a day, 6 hours a day. It doesn't matter how much time you put in, but if you're actually putting in effort in and treating it as a job, then I'm gonna support that fully. But I look at it 100% as a job, and my wife tells me all the time that like, she's like, I thought this was just like for fun. I was like, no. Whoa, who told you that? Absolutely not.
Oh,
no. I'm working on this constantly. Every time I'm off stream, I'm thinking of new ideas to implement for the stream. I look at it 100% as a job, and that's why I care so much about the product that I produce on it.
Boom.
Got it. And I agree, especially about the sub thing you talked about. I'm not trying to put him on blast. Great streamer. You also like him now as well, I've heard. Greek God X, right?
Oh yeah.
He basically, there's this ongoing joke about him like ditching. Like there were lots of times when he was big at streaming where he wouldn't stream for like 2 weeks or like a month. Well, this time he didn't stream for 3 months, right? And it's crazy because I think actually people did keep subscribing through that time while like waiting for him to come back, right? So it's also like when you subscribe for a month, you are expecting content as well because you're subbing to support them, so that you should be streaming a certain amount in return, or else it's like, what did I sub for, right? Like donos, all that, I feel like that's that's extra. But the whole Twitch monetary system is to specifically support that streamer to keep doing what they're doing, right? So if you want to maybe just stream for fun and all that, then maybe you should not sign yourself up as an affiliate, even if you can. Because you should only care about normal donos because you're doing it for fun. Interaction with the community is a big thing. It's a social thing for some people. Maybe just don't sign up for affiliate because I do feel like you owe people with subscriptions. But yeah,
just go to Mixer. I'm just kidding.
Oh, can we get a VOD delete there, Limp? I would appreciate that. I'm getting banned after this one. That's game. We can't talk about Mixer up on here, dog. It's the enemy. Freaking Bill Gates.
Can't even say its name.
Can't say He was talking about a blender. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Dottie, a volume mixer.
Yeah, exactly. Dottie, go ahead. Is this a hobby or a job?
For me, job always has like negative connotations. You know?
Oh yeah.
You good?
Dude, I just saw your shirt.
No, your shirt just was like,
yeah. Do I have to like
go ahead and show it? Go ahead and show it because you've already teased us.
Oh,
yeah.
Got the fucking.
I love that.
Some Soldier Boy on there, That's what you need.
Nice.
Anyway, for me, job has negative connotations, It's something you don't enjoy. You sort of go there for 8 hours. You're around people you don't enjoy. So I'd say in terms of like, I guess the attributes of a job versus a hobby, it's more of a hobby. But I think treating it like a job is definitely the
Mom, I'm playing Minecraft. Sorry. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, I think like.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Oh fuck! Oh my goodness.
We're good. I'm gonna hold it together, Dottie. I apologize. Go ahead.
I feel like if I had a job I enjoyed, I'd say it'd be more like a job. But the only job I know is
not
soul draining and a piece of garbage.
Okay.
So like I can't with like being true to myself saying I treat this like a job because. Delete the VOD. I put no effort into my job. Like, God damn, I do the bare minimum there. Like, delete the VOD or something. God damn, like, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I should only put effort into things
Oh,
you
yeah,
really want to do,
for sure.
and things that you think are worthwhile.
That actually
So-
gives me a different perspective on part of this video that I watched, where the streamer said like, I do something a certain way because I don't want it to feel like a job, and I was like, wait, that's BS. Like, this is what you actually do for a living. But based
Mhm.
on what you said, that actually makes sense, because some people can only think of a job in that way, and yeah, you don't want it to feel like that. This thing that you feel obligated to do that you don't want to do, that's like, and you feel very very locked in. So that actually makes that guy's point make a lot more sense now, because I just thought that was dumb, but the way that you worded it, actually, that makes so much sense, that you maybe for some people you don't want it to feel anything like a job, because
Yeah.
what a job is the opposite of what streaming should be.
Mm.
Yeah. Spirit.
So I kind of have a different take on this as well, to where I find streaming to definitely be a hobby. For some, it may be a job. So two things on this. First of all, like my identity, what I want to get out of streaming, I think DB kind of was like, what are you doing it for? I get it. Like, people want to be successful. Everyone should be striving to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we have different markers for success between all of us, which is great. I think this is what makes this podcast so great. In that, for myself, it's just community and having fun. If I'm not having fun, I'm failing. I'm failing at streaming. Whether I get a 500 subs or whatever. If I'm not having fun, that's a failure to me. So it's more of like, again, in the hobby sense, I'm having fun. Maybe that's just maybe you should have a better outlook on jobs, but I'm like Dottie, where I have this connotation where jobs are obligations that you have to do to provide for your family or provide for bills or whatever. So I enjoy it for fun. I enjoy it for community. But I also see people who go off the deep end. I'm not going to say any names right now, but there are people who quit their jobs, their real life jobs. They have 5 subs and they're like, I'm going to go stream full time. I kind of respect that hustle, but I mean, I think you have to be rooted in reality that
Oh, we're just calling people out now? Is that a thing?
No, I'm not saying names. I'm just saying
I'm right here.
There are people who quit their jobs
Yeah.
to go do this, and I think that you should have backup options. I think that
for sure.
these people who stream for 16 hours a day and they average 2 viewers, I think you're missing it. I think you're either not you're not doing it right, whatever. I think that there needs to be a focus on success and a focus on reality, and
there's
to
a
go
difference
ham.
between, like, idealism and realism. I feel,
correct
with that.
So I just know that this guy who quit his job recently is not a very big streamer. His numbers haven't grown. And he's like already got burnout and stuff like that. I'm just like, man,
just say my name. It's fine.
It's not you, DB. But I respect people who hustle like that. Like DB, I think you know your identity and you pursue it and you're having fun. So I would never say that what you're doing is wrong, but I would say that what you're doing may not be 100% for me right now in this time and age. And so it's like, to you other streamers, I would say find what is your goalpost for success and go ham.
Yeah.
Just do it, but be real about it. Don't go quitting your job when you got a wife and a kid to provide for. So
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, that's it.
The one and only, the finale on this question, could it be the one and only Freedom Clans?
I guess it just depends how you take hobby and job, dude. Like, some people take their hobby extremely serious and their hobby just explodes and things just go right. And some people don't take their job serious, or some people love their job. So, it just depends, I guess. Like, it's both for me. Like, I treat it like it's a job, but I actually hate my real job. But like, I treat it like it's a job, but it's such a fun hobby for me, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy meeting new people and engaging with my community that I've grown. And it just depends how you take each definition, because either one could be great for somebody. So most people do this and they don't expect to take off, and some people do it and try to take off. It just depends who you are. Some people do it for fun, and sometimes that's all it takes to grow a big community, and then they can quit their job. So it just depends on how you take it, personally.
And honestly, as far like money is a thing that enables you like to do things, right? So your
Mhm.
job is what enables you to like do things that you want to do. So if I want to go somewhere in my car, I need gas. Gas costs money, so I have to work. When I was coaching
Wait.
football, I only worked 1 day a week because the amount that I made that 1 day a week got me gas for that week. So I
Mhm.
needed to work 1 day even though I was coaching because I needed to get places. So you need to do your job because that enables you to do other things. So if you just quit your job, that might disable the amount of things that you can do. So your stream isn't something, um, for a lot of people that can support itself. It takes other outside things like a job. So you can't just instantly quit and then try to stream and go hardcore like 24/7 because as soon as it doesn't provide for itself, you can't do it anymore. And you literally have to quit and then go back to your job. You can't stream at all because
Mhm.
you need money. So
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, it has to be
And
in
can
moderation.
I provide a little bit of future realism here, in that Twitch in 20 years, 30 years may not even be a thing, and I'd hate for any of the great people on Twitch to wake up 20, 30 years later and not have to work, not be able to work a job. Maybe they'll be so great at entertaining they'll find a way to evolve. A lot of
Mhm.
people put all their eggs in one basket, and I hate to see people fall into that realm where they're in trouble and
Yep.
the Twitch's algorithm has changed, or Twitch's subsystems changed, and now everyone's pocketbook hurts, and they've got fear because there's nothing for them to fall back on. I don't know. If you're in school, don't quit school to be a streamer. I just think that you should have options and have some deep roots in realism.
Well, that's with
Yeah.
everything in life, though. Like,
Agreed.
you always gotta have a backup, whether it's your regular job. Like, the Navy could say "screw you" to me any day, and guess what? I don't have a job tomorrow. But it's like, I mean, that's with everything in life. You got to take it. You got to take it seriously. And if you're not serious enough to make a plan B, then what are you doing with
Yeah.
yourself?
Oh, who
Agreed.
was it? Somebody. I just saw a quote from somebody. I don't know who it was from, but they were talking about a plan B. They're like, you should never have a plan B because that just lets me know that you're already thinking about failing.
Yeah, so it might think that you don't have faith in plan A. But
Yeah.
it's just
And
like
so they're saying like you're not supposed to be thinking of like negativity
yeah.
about what your goal is. But at the same time, look, don't get me wrong. When I said you should treat it as a job, I don't mean quit your job to do
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just mean like even if you're doing it afterwards, think of it more as like a part-time. Treat it like a part-time job at least. Not necessarily
Yeah,
think
the
about it, but just
mindset.
at least
Yeah.
the mindset of putting effort into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's
not
good.
like
Yeah.
not like a job like you work for someone else, more like your own personal business. If I understand that like Dottie said, like he doesn't want to think of it as his job because he doesn't particularly like his job and he doesn't want to feel like, like he's at work. But if you had your own business, that's exactly how you should treat it. And that's
Yeah.
so you should have pride in the product that you produce.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good.
And the reason why I wouldn't agree, I guess, with that quote necessarily, DB, is I'd say
Mhm.
that the reason typically why people need like a plan B is because maybe plan A didn't work out because of outside
Yeah.
factors that you can't control,
Mhm.
So it's like for me, I'm like driving down the road and like I have a spare tire, not because I don't trust the four tires on my car, but because like there could be a freaking porcupine just like taking a freaking stroll and then GG, like or like a nail. There was literally like a patch of like nails all face up apparently they got dropped out of this like car. I don't know like what it was. And I get home, there's a nail in my car in my tire and I had to get it replaced. I had zero control. I'm just driving down the road. But I had a spare tire. It was all chill. I got home. It's all good. So I think it's these outside things that you can't control are why you need that plan B. But that's just your boy. I'm gonna go on to the
Nice.
next question. Now, whoever's talking first, okay, I'm gonna put up the overlay so I can get you guys the next question. No offense to anyone, all right. How would you best communicate to your stream, all of your viewers, right? Hey, I need to take a break. And this means like it could be a week, it could be a month break. I don't know, but how would you best communicate to them without losing them is kind of the point here. That you need. I mean, something's going on in your life, some garbage that you like. You just need to take care of it outside of Twitch, and you might need to take a month break. How do you go about that? Anyone that wants to go, and I'll dictate the order after that. If anyone wants to
You
go
could
first.
You
Spirit.
could pull a Dr. Disrespect and go cry on screen.
Oh.
Ooh.
I love Doc. I just had to do it.
Ouch.
No, I think that, I mean, Twitter's a fan. Whatever your people want to listen to you on. I think that's another good reason to have social media. It's just communication, not only for serious stuff, but for just communicating with fans, your people. So.
Okay, and I just want you guys to know, when you guys call out these people, I'm gonna get all the backlash. So please help me. Like I'm responsible. I am liable for everything you guys say. Please help me out. Dottie, do you have a potential answer, or do you want us to get someone else first?
I think it's like, social media. Like, I don't know, but the thing is, if the people you're trying to communicate to don't use that social media or aren't very active on that social media, like, what do you do then? Do you just, like, when you're streaming, repeat it heaps? Like, hey, I need a break, Like, I don't know. I think I've got more questions for that one rather than answers. Like, it's cool posting it on Twitter.
I don't really care, but there's just stuff.
But like, yeah. Like, if it's not, if people aren't checking that, then what do you do?
Wait, hold on, real quick. Freedom.
Yeah.
Is there a rainstorm going on?
Is there
like
a rainstorm?
Like a tornado of some sort?
No.
Just rolling through?
No. What is happening?
Like, localized in your room?
What?
Do you have like a fan on of some sort?
No, I don't actually. Do you need me to mute when I'm not?
It's actually not bad right now. It was for a little bit, but you're actually chilling now. Sorry, Dottie. Continue, Dottie. Okay.
Oh no, that's my entire thing. It's just like, I've got more questions rather than answers for that. Like,
got it.
If people you're trying to communicate to don't use Discord, aren't good on Twitter, then how do you get it out to them?
Okay. So the question continues then, if anyone wants to go for that, between Freedom.
I mean, you can think outside the box, and one thing you could do is do like a really short stream where you just do a quick announcement. So the last video you have up is your announcement. So if anybody comes to your channel and wants to see what the last video was, boom, that's your announcement. And then also put it on everything else. Put it on Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Friendster, whatever you use.
Okay.
Friendster is pretty big.
Friendster.
Is that a thing? What is that? Am I too young? There's
What?
no way I'm too young. What is that?
They don't have that?
Oh, you're dead serious?
Am I
You don't know
too
what that
old?
is?
No, wait, what happened? I don't know what that is.
No,
what is that?
I think you're too young.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the Facebook before Facebook.
Oh, I didn't, dude. Everyone was playing Farmville. I missed that trash, bro. I was like, get that. It was like,
while MySpace was going on.
Oh
like,
yeah, I never made an account. Got you.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't allowed to make a Facebook until I graduated the 8th grade. So we were, dude. Come on, man. Just don't.
Announced on Club Penguin. Someone said,
just go on the Igloo and just start. Just kind of start just dancing it up. Just chatting. I feel it.
Okay. Tamagotchi and just like mail it.
Friendster. I will be doing some research. Okay.
Oh my god.
DB or Freedom on that?
I would say just be like as transparent as possible without throwing your personal business out there. Like make sure you inform them. Like give them a heads up that hey, I'm gonna need a break off. Like don't be like, hey, sorry guys, I'm gonna end my stream and I'm not gonna stream for the next 3 months. No, don't be like that. Like just be real about it and just give them a heads up and be honest with them. Like, hey guys, I really need a break and it's gonna happen this time, this date. And also, everybody else said already social media. But I mean, you don't have to stay attached to social media either. Like when I feel like you need a break from Twitch, you need a break from social media too. Like it's just it's all in one. I feel like, but I'd just be transparent and give them a heads up, man. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would really agree. A lot like with Cosmic said, I would maybe do a stream like a just chatting stream where I would literally focus the entire stream on just talking with the community that you already have and just explaining to them, what's going on and why. Why you're feeling the way you are, and then just let them know, like, I just need a break, because it's usually in connection with what we were just talking about. Like, that's usually when it starts to feel like a job that you're not enjoying and an obligation is when you need that break, and you're just like, I just don't want to have to get on all the time. I want to just be able to take the day off without having to worry about like the consequences of that. And so it is, I think, that's the best thing to do is just have an open conversation with your regulars at least, because I mean, the people who pop in every now and then, it doesn't really matter because who knows when they're gonna pop in again. But your regulars will be there, and they'll at least know, so they won't just be like, oh, this dude maybe he just quit streaming altogether and we don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. But yeah, that and then obviously the social media thing is just the best way to go.
Yeah, there is a dude that we almost added in Live Link that um I didn't even know he quit streaming, and then I guess I had a at everyone message that I missed. I went into his Discord, and he had this big paragraphs talking about how he was moving on to other things, and
Mhm.
but he still kept his Discord as this community for people because he still wanted to stay in contact with them and stuff. So maybe not if you're like quitting streaming, say you're on a big break. I think it is really valuable to still communicate with them. Now, if you are taking a break from all social media, then I guess you can't do this. But maybe chatting in Discord text channel every now and then, like during say that month that you're not gonna stream.
Mhm.
Because I watched this video and the every single video about how to grow on Twitch, they all say the same thing. But the one thing that this dude said was like when when you hit like end stream, like
Mhm.
your stream like it's not over. So like you
Yeah.
still have this outside of like OBS thing to communicate with people and keep them in your life and
Mhm.
you want them in their lives as well. So I think that if you can stay talking with people on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, even though you're not streaming, it doesn't mean you can't have a conversation with these people throughout that
Yeah.
time that you're having a break. So I would say invest in them outside of Twitch, you know,
Yeah.
as much as you possibly can.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
most
So go ahead,
oh, go
DB.
ahead. Oh, I was just saying most social medias have like a pin feature so that it's always at the top of your page, like when you go to their Twitter or their, in the Discord even. So that way, as soon as they get there, they know exactly what's going on. They don't have to go dig to find it.
Got you.
Yep. And so this is actually one of the bigger Twitch follow people that I follow. He actually had a baby. Long story short, he lost a bunch of people, and he had a discussion with some people. And one of the best things that someone came up with was just like DB said, a pin. We need a pin for communication on Twitch, and we used to
Mhm.
use like our backdrop, the offline message. The offline image that we would have.
Yeah.
People used to use that for communication, but now if we're investing, we're hosting other people that in our
Yeah.
communities and stuff like that. So no one sees the offline message anymore. So they were just saying basically because there's that little window whenever you see someone's so and so is hosting so and so, there needs to be like a little bright message that appears that that says, hey, out due to a child. I just had a child, so I'm taking a week off, 2 weeks off. It's stuff
It
like
used to
that.
be that like comments thing that you could like drop, like what was that, like 9 months ago that they took it out when
Yeah.
like next to the panels.
Someone just asked me that too. They're like, yeah, in the panel section, there used to be like a message board. And I was like, I don't
yeah.
remember that. Maybe because I
Oh,
never
really?
used it.
Yeah, no one used it. That's why they took it out. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
shoot.
you could just be like, "Hey, we're going live soon," and
Yeah.
then people came on the
Mhm.
channel. It's like, "Oh, 10 minutes ago, Dottie Style said this," and it's like, "Oh," but yeah, no one used it for proper uses.
Shoot. I feel bad because I'm blanking on your friend's name. Ah, no, not Helly. I don't think Helly's in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah. Helly
if
he's
he
taking a
were
year
to
break.
talk, oh, I had no idea. Oh, I didn't even mean to bring
Yeah.
that up. Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's taking a year break. Yeah,
Oh, shoot.
he
Okay.
he again just said he needed some time away from streaming and stuff, and that I mean he doesn't really care about rebuilding, starting from scratch because I mean he was up to like 1,600 followers, and then he hit up Twitch. He's like, hey, I think I have a lot of like just bot accounts or like people with alt accounts that follow me. Can you just like wipe it and like just so only like active accounts are following me? And like, yeah, they did it, and it like reset him back to like I don't know, like 500. And he's like, I felt better about that because it looks better on my numbers, like for my ratio for viewers to followers. He's like, so, and I don't like, I feel genuine about my numbers now. And I was like, oh, that's dope. And then, so yeah, so he hit me up and said he's going to be gone for a year just to take time for him and his family before he gets back into streaming, if he gets back.
Got you. I actually didn't mean to, like, I didn't even know that was the case, but I'm just a really good
Yeah.
host. So I guess I had a feeling. But basically, I know that Helly was talking about the fact that he is in, like, that Discord that has, like, the Twitch people in it. So
Yeah.
maybe he could suggest bringing something like that back or making it maybe a little bit better than it was to where people will actually use it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that'd be a good way to communicate when people go on your channel and you're offline.
Uh-huh.
Because, yeah, there's not really another way to communicate. But if everyone's good on that question about how do you talk to your followers when you're on a break. We can go on to the next one. We'll start with Freedom on this one. Has there ever been a time where you seriously considered just quitting streaming?
Absolutely. There was a time that I really did. It was kind of shortly after I started, about 2 months in, and I mean, there's just some stuff going on in life, and the stream didn't. One of the streams, a couple of days of the streams, really didn't go well, and I really wanted to quit. And I reached out to people and let people know, like, hey, I'm going to stop. And there's some people like kind-hearted, like DB in here. He convinced me, like, hey, just keep grinding, man. You got this. Like, I think everyone goes through those times, man, where they just want to quit. Like in every sport you play, you're like, man, you get beat, you just want to quit. But at the end of the day, you gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep pushing for what you want. And it took that to make me realize that. So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. Spirit.
I haven't had, when I was on YouTube, before I discovered the beautiful world of Twitch, every time I spent so much time on a YouTube video and just would hustle, and it wasn't getting anywhere. I had many days I thought of quitting, and then I just I told a couple friends of mine that it was actually Nurse Watson and another guy named Cruise Control, and they were like, you should stream. Every time we'd play, like, dude, this is hilarious, you should be streaming this. And so we just did, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll put my everything into it. And then we got affiliate within like 7 days or 10 days, and so I've just this is so fun. Like I haven't had a time where I'm like, dude, I'm miserable, I'm quitting this. It's been a blast, and I think it's just I'm coming from having a bad taste of YouTube in my mouth and being able to have fun here that I haven't had that. I haven't had those thoughts yet.
Okay. Cosmic.
Never thought about quitting a day in my life.
Gotcha.
That's the answer.
Shoot, let's go, man.
Straight, simple, to the point.
Yeah, you never like. There hasn't ever been time where it's just like you had just maybe like some sort of war battles, days on end, where you're just, I don't know, just stressed out. Like, I don't have time for this. There's too much. There's too many people. There's too many people to save, dude. You know, you never thought about that. Like,
there's been days I had to cancel a stream. Something came up.
Okay.
But that's about it. I mean, other than that, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
My heart and my soul. So.
Got it.
No, not at all.
Okay. DB.
Not yet. Hopefully it doesn't come.
Okay. I believe in the dream, dude.
I think it's also helps that I'll elaborate a little bit more. I think it's something I believe in what I'm doing so much, and I think without getting too detailed, I can relate to Spirit a bit on what he just said, and because of that, if you were listening and paying attention, you might caught that, little Spirit. but that's just a little tidbit. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I basically I believe in what I'm doing here very much, and what I feel like, even if it's not my best stream, or I don't really care about the numbers as much, I do, but I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I want to have fun, but I approach this and put my all into it, and I hope that's evident. And then so because of that, I think that I'm always moving forward. So because of that, I feel like I'm never really considering stopping. Like someone said earlier, like if you have a plan B, I think it was Mark.
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, yeah.
Yeah, he said if you have an exit strategy, then you just might as well not even start. Because
I think I did see it on Shark Tank. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And it's definitely a sport. You're gonna have days where you don't want to go in. It's just like you don't want to go, but like you said earlier, if somebody is out there trying to beat you, and I wholeheartedly believe that, and that shouldn't necessarily be your goal, like to drive yourself into the ground because some ambiguous person's out there streaming more than you, but because you can never achieve that goal. But I think at the end of the day, you have to do what fits you best, and then also, if you're doing what you love, like I feel like I am now, I feel like that should propel you, and that doesn't make me want to quit at all.
Got it.
Beautiful.
DB, what you got?
Okay, yeah, I'm in that same boat where I personally have never felt like I don't want to do this anymore. I honestly, genuinely look forward to every stream. Oh, you're gonna cut the camera on me? Okay.
I had to choose somebody, dude. I'm sorry, I had to choose somebody. Had to choose somebody. It's just I was waiting on it. You know?
But yeah, so I've never personally felt like I said, I really do genuinely enjoy, like I look forward to the stream every day. Like I'm so excited to get home and play. The only time that I ever thought about not streaming was because of like, you know, issues with like my wife and me, like how much I invest into the stream. And she's like, you know, this is like taking over our life. Like everything is like about the stream. Like even when you're not streaming, you need to be on the computer working on an overlay or working on this. And it's like, yeah, I know, because I'm super like excited about this. And she always says that I obsess over things that like I like. Like I never just like something. I have to fully dive in. Like I got into golf. I didn't just like go like buy some like used golf clubs. I went and bought a full brand new set of golf clubs. Never golfed before, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get that set. I like that set. I'm gonna get. She's like, how do you even know you like golf? I'm like, no, I like it. I'm going all in. So we had arguments about that, about just, you know, how much time it takes from me and like stuff like that. But at that point I was just like, forget it then. I don't want to go through this battle of like me not being able to. I don't want to feel guilty every time I'm streaming. So maybe I just won't stream them, because obviously family is way more important.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, but we eventually worked through it. You know, we talked it out, and then we came to a what do you call that? An agreement. You know, that I just would make sure that I always make time for the important things. And you know, she would be more considerate for you know, the things that I find important, like with the stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
So
look at him now. He's what? You're what? 200 par on most holes.
yeah, almost.
Okay.
I set a lot of course records. Let's just say that.
Shoot.
All right.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, so that's the closest I've ever come. But it's never ever been just about like not enjoying it or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was literally just to save my marriage.
Gotcha. That's good.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, someone in the chat, can we clip that? I feel like we might want to play that one on the anniversary little montage. It opens up with that. I just want to save my marriage.
Wait, hold
might
on.
need
No,
that clip. What?
When I say I set course records, I mean like most strokes taken on a hole, or you know, stuff like that. No, nothing in a good way.
So you're not that good.
Nothing in
Oh,
a
that
good way.
sucks.
Yeah, no.
So 10 over par. Okay, shoot.
Yeah.
We might.
Most daiquiris drank in an hour.
they initiated mercy rules now on the course.
Dang.
Nice. Okay.
Fastest golf cart time, like racing around the court. Most miles driven on course in one day. I feel it. Okay, Dottie.
I wouldn't say so. I don't think so. I feel like before I took it sort of more seriously than I did. It's just always something to do. It's like all I did, you know. I just go home, play video games, and I was like, oh, I may as well stream. And like whenever any bad stuff is happening, like, you know, you find yourself in a cave in a dark place. You're like, it's just something to get out of there for a wee bit, you know. For me, at least, it's like I'm not in the real world right now. You know, I'm not having to deal with whatever garbage is going on in the real life. Like this happened, this person's whinging. This is, you know, none of that matters when you're streaming. You know, so I feel like quitting, it never really pops into my mind. Like, I don't know, numbers don't bother me, you know. I wouldn't say I've ever thought about quitting.
Okay,
that was the question, right?
Yes, it was.
We're still okay. Sweet, gotcha.
So I think I'm the last one to answer on this one. So I wouldn't say that I get myself caught up in numbers either, but like my advice to some streamers as of recent was the only number that means anything to me, at least, is the average viewer count number. You know, like the amount of follows that I'm getting, or like money, subs, like that doesn't mean as much. It's just like retention. So that's the number that bothers me. So in September, being like a Fortnite only streamer, and typically it's gonna be younger kids, right? Everyone went to school, so they don't have time to play as much Fortnite and stop by your stream because they're all in school. So for me, I was like, oh shoot, like my viewer count went from like literally having like 28 or 30 every single time I streamed. It was awesome, to like literally 8 people, and I'm like, wait a minute, like either I'm just so trash at like streaming this, I'm doing such a bad job, like I just need to be doing something else, because this, like, I must be doing something so wrong that I just need to stop doing this. and divert my time elsewhere because like I must be doing something like really wrong. And then I ended up just like sticking it out until, and then playing different games, even try to find success elsewhere. Like, you know, in Fortnite, you put yourself in a really big pool, and you're like a freaking like minnow. So like, I thought let's just go elsewhere, and I found some success in other games, and it got me to just keep doing it up till this point. And now having live link in our community and stuff like that, it's just like, all right, whenever I'm going through some sort of like trouble or whatever, I got all these people to back me up for encouragement to where I shouldn't even get to that point mentally. So I'd say that's the only time I considered it was, yeah, it was like last September. Let me hit up the next question, and anyone can start with this because I mean it's just whoever's got a story. So tell me a story about like a memorable time in childhood gaming. This could be like an era of like maybe a certain game franchise that you played, or maybe just like one game you stuck to for a long time. Just in your childhood, do you have any stories?
Hmm.
The young Cosmic, you know, with the small sword, the small shield, the mini controller. What we got? Do we got anything? Literally anyone can open up. I don't care.
I mean, listen, I learned on the NES, right? Playing with my brother without a controller, like it being plugged in. That's how I learned video games. Like that's how I learned back in the day. And I've gone through like NES, through every system. But I remember the defining moment was my brother bought an Xbox. My brother was 4 years. Well, he is. He's 4 years older than me. I think he's still alive. I haven't talked to him since I got stuck out here in space. But
Oh
I digress,
What
right?
the?
Or
Dang.
my mom. We'll talk about it later, okay?
Okay.
Let's just
Okay.
get back to
Sorry.
this.
I was getting caught up in the
Alright.
moment. Shoot. This is intense.
So what I'm trying to say is,
sorry.
what I'm trying to say is, you know, my brother had this Xbox, right? He bought it, and the first game he had was Halo, Combat Evolved, and it's the first time. If you guys remember, you had to use 2 joysticks to aim. Like it changed your life. Like I'm looking at the ceiling and the floor for like a week. It's crazy, right? And then I've slowly figured it out. You had this big, huge controller, a Duke, and you had the original Xbox controller. And I remember just getting so good at campaign because that was before like Xbox Live. Like that was XB Connect, and I was a little tyke, and I got so good, and we would get in fist fights because I would just dominate him, and I would just dominate my brother. And you had split screen, and I learned, and this actually hurt me later in life when I got good at like when I started to go to MLG tournaments for Halo, because those tournaments would be split screen, and I just trained from getting in fights with my brother never to look at the other screen, never. So it's
screen cheater,
me.
screen peeker.
Yeah, it was screw me because like I would like not look. I would like I'm looking at my spot only, bro. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a lot of memories with Halo. I won't go into basically like yeah, I remember some that kind of changed my life.
Okay. Anyone else want to go off the top of their head? Anyone got a story?
I'm just gonna go ahead and do mine because mine's actually Halo too. It's so funny.
Oh,
funny
shoot.
being Cosmic, cut from the same cloth. I was an only child, and I played Halo all day. That was the first console that my dad was like greenlit on. He was like, "Be a man, play this. Quit playing Nintendo." And so I got Halo, and I played nonstop by myself. I didn't have anybody to play with. And then I went to a tournament once. My dad took me to a tournament, and I was 12 years old, bodied everybody at that tournament, and walked away in first place. Dude, I was on cloud 9. I was like, I'm actually good at this game. And I just remember like that drove me forward so much, and just being like, man, like commit to it and you know, get out there. I don't know. It was so great, such a great feeling. Just whooping fools, being 12 years old, making everybody, looking at all the adults look dumb. It's good stuff.
Anyone got one, or do I need to go? Nothing off the bat.
I don't think I have anything like that interesting, to be honest. Like, I mean, I've always played games since I was a little kid. Like, same as Cosmic back on like the NES. Like, I remember playing like the track and field where you get the big pad and you got to run on it.
Boy,
but I would just go like my hands and knees, and I would just use my hands to like try to make it like I was running as fast as I could, you know, stuff like that. And then I remember when I had a Super Nintendo one time, I remember I had the Chester Cheeto game. The Chester Cheeto game.
I mean, who didn't have that?
So I took that game, and I remember for some reason I was like, oh, I wish I could put Sonic in this game. So I went and got my Sonic, my Sega Genesis, my Genesis Sonic. I opened it up like with a screwdriver, unscrewed it, opened it up, and I thought, oh, if I just take some of these parts from this game and put it in the Cheeto game, it'll put Sonic in that game. I ruined both games. My mom was so pissed.
Oh no!
That's
Because I thought it was gonna work, and I just glued it. I didn't even like solder it. I
Oh
just
my
like got some glue, like Elmer's glue.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah, and glued some of these
Oh.
little like chips that were in there, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so lit." Plugged it in, game was just broken, just
That's
glitched.
amazing.
Because I didn't know how it worked. I was just like, "Oh, it's probably just like move this piece in there, it'll work.
This
It'll
is
be good."
This is definitely the Sonic chip. It looks very.
Yeah. It was blue. It was blue. It was a blue
yeah.
little chip. And I was like, "Oh, this is what makes Sonic Sonic." There we go.
Oh my gosh, that's
Sonic meet
legendary.
Chester.
That's awesome.
I don't have anything interesting and tells that story. That was amazing. Oh my
Well, I'm not
God.
bonding adults as 12 years old, man.
Yeah, but you tried to innovate the video game world. I mean, you pioneered cross-platform basically is
Yeah, that's
what
basically
I'm
what
getting
I did.
at. So, as far as my story, I would tell the Residation best Star Legends player in the world story again, but I've told it too many times. So recently, I watched this video about this tribute to Minecraft, and now I'm getting Minecraft videos all over my YouTube homepage. So it kind of made me think. So I guess my friends and I were stuck on Minecraft for a couple years, and basically we play on this server called Toolscraft. It got run over by hackers. That's why we stopped playing. But basically, you claim land, and people cannot break blocks in that land by like mining it. You can't open their chests. You can't open their doors. Any of that stuff. So we got smart, right? And we saw this video about this dude that makes a TNT cannon. So we're like, all right, all we gotta do is set up a TNT cannon outside their land and then shoot it in, and it'll blow up their walls, and then we'll shoot more, and it blows up the chests. But like it wasn't accurate; it would just shoot it anywhere. So my idea, just being a genius, is we'd make like a stone funnel in front of the TNT launcher, and we could like snipe buildings. So we would like blow up these buildings in their chests, just yoink all their stuff, and we're out of there. So the developers of we are running this server, like we have everyone's crap, like everything. They're so pissed. The developers of the server had their huge like wooden base, which is so stupid, but like the TNT, like we couldn't get it to hit. There's no way. So we took like a fire charge launcher and we shot a fire charge, and the whole thing, a 30-story skyscraper, burned to the ground. We didn't get any other stuff. We're like, these are like the developers that like own the server. Like we're in charge here now. And 10 minutes later, the all chat we see from the dev chat to the whole server, who the F burned down our entire house. We are gonna find you and ban all of you. And we're just dying, bro. We just left it. We left the server immediately. We're like, yeah, we're not gonna deal with this stuff. And it was just like nice to be in that. Like me and my friends were just. We had this era where we were in control. Like we didn't actually own the server, but we ran the server. It's kind of like a mafia or like mob in like a certain city where like there's police and cops, but who really runs this thing? The freaking boys. Okay, so I don't know. That was such a great era of gaming. It was just going in Minecraft servers, bodying everyone up, and just
Wild
running
West.
things. Oh, it was awesome. Freedom and Dottie, last two.
I don't think I have like crazy stories. I mean, I started getting really competitive immediately. Our first console, PlayStation 1, and we started playing Twisted Metal. As in, me and my two little brothers, and we'd literally start fighting over this game. So my parents, my parents would make us put gloves on. They're like, if you guys want to fight, and get up and fight. And we'd all put gloves on, and we'd throw down, and then after that, we'd all have to stand in the corner with some soup cans. And then that would be it. But I mean, literally, my competitive nature for gaming started when I was little with my brothers.
This is rad, bro. This is dope.
Have you never heard of it, Red?
Nah, this is ridiculous.
Wes, what do you mean?
This is like those like
Twisted
this
Metal?
is like those car games.
It's OG, bro. It's OG.
This reminds me of like some driving arcade game that
I'm
you'd
sorry.
see
I'm
in
sorry,
the
guys.
arcade.
I'm out.
No, okay. I am 20 years old, and my first console was the N64. I started a little bit ahead of most people. I apologize. Okay, money doesn't grow on trees. Okay? I'm sorry. We got 2 brothers, 2 controllers, 3 games. Okay, and you gotta share. Okay.
Oh,
gaming
that's
doesn't.
the worst.
It wasn't a very dominant thing for us. You know what I'm saying? So
you had to deal with the whole. Mom said it's my turn to play now.
On the
Yeah.
on the Xbox, 100%, dude.
Oh yeah. that's
I
huge.
I set a timer on the microwave, and your 30 minutes was 30 minutes. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Now I cheated. Sorry to take over Freedom's story. Just real quick. I cheated the system, right? If my game's not over, you can't make me stop, right? So my little brother's
Yeah.
in the middle of a multiplayer game. I'm a beast at zombies. So as soon as I have 1 minute left on my timer, I'm gonna start a zombies match and go 40 rounds. You know, I'm going in. So that was my little hack there
That
to
guy.
keep going. Yeah, time is money. Yeah, you know. Anyway,
Scumbag rest.
hey,
What's the What's the worst thing that? Hey, Freedom. What's the worst thing your brother ever did while you're playing games?
The
And
worst
I'll
thing
tell you why. Yeah.
outside my mind. Wait, I'm confused. What do you the worst thing?
While you're playing games.
Well, did he mess with you or anything like that? Like,
Oh yeah, we mess with each other all the time, man. We had this thing where we'd be sitting on the computer, and we'd run up and like right in the middle because we played a lot of World of Warcraft as well, and we'd be PvPing, and I was huge in the PvPing, so wasn't he. And right in the middle of like a battleground or something, you'd either kick out the chair or
oh shoot!
Yeah.
like
There you go. Yeah.
you'd either kick out the chair or you'd get bitch slapped in the face like hard
Yeah.
as hell.
Oh
That
my
sounds like
god!
that's exactly. Listen, you had a brother just like mine. My brother once. I'm not even kidding. I'm down. I'm locked into this game. I'm elbows on my knees, leaning forward. I'm killing people. I'm going like triple kill, double, everything. You get it? Medals. I'm sniping. The next thing I know is I feel this poof next to my face, and I just realized that my brother just farted right in my face.
No.
That's huge.
damn.
Yeah, that's
bare,
huge as well.
bare
Yeah,
butted.
100%.
And I've never felt so much rage. In a
Yo,
Pink eye
dad-
attack.
my dad did that shit to us too.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
I about killed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many times have you fought with your siblings over screen peeking?
Oh.
Dude,
I just
there's
get
no-
mad about it, but
there's not even a number.
you can't stop it though. So it's like you
There's not a
can
number.
get mad, but you can't stop it. But like for
You-
me,
Oh no, I've
can't-
seen people innovate.
And a bit of cardboard.
the cardboard. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
Because we didn't think to do that. Like we would play like the first Call of Duty, like where we had the multiplayer, and we would just tape the mini maps so that you couldn't see the gunshots.
Oh my!
We'd be like, "This is the
gosh.
best thing we can do. We know you're gonna screen peek, but I'm not. At least do this."
Got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I don't know. For me, I know in 7th grade, I think my brother and I were fighting over like computer time. These stupid mini games where it was called like Zangit was like the company, and they give you like free tokens each week to play their games. So I was
Mhm.
like, it was his turn. I like wouldn't let him on, and this boy's trying to fight me out of my chair. Finally pushes me out the chair. My face hits the corner of a table. I go to school with a black eye.
Oh.
What is my story behind it? Me and my brother were fighting over time on the computer. No. Okay, I was making up stories. I fought a bear. I protected my family from nuclear invasion and took out the plane and it crashed. I don't, you had to make up something, but it always got a little bit violent.
Oh
About that kind of
no.
stuff.
Oh, if we're gonna tell stories like that, one
Oh,
time
shoot.
I was playing. I think it was Killer Instinct against my brother and my stepdad.
Oh,
And
Killer
so
Instinct,
so
okay.
we're playing, and my brother and my stepdad are laughing, like, and I'm losing and stuff. So I think like they're laughing at how bad I am. So we're just like rematch, and I'm getting like furious, like seriously like shaking, like so mad because they're just laughing, and I was like, I just start crying. And
No.
mind you, I was
No.
little, all right? But I start crying. I'm
No.
bawling. I'm like, this is stupid. Why you guys just laughing at me? I'm trying to win. It's not my fault. And then they're like, we're not laughing at your playing. We're laughing because, like, while you're playing the game, like, I was moving my jaw, like this the whole time as I'm playing. And I had no idea. So they're just like, look, he's doing it again. They just keep whispering to each other, like, look at his jaw. Look at his jaw. So I was like, oh, my God. Like, I thought you guys were making fun of me because, like, how bad I'm playing. Little did I know you're just making fun of how I look. Thanks.
Oh, shoot. I don't think that Dottie got
Oh.
his chance yet on this topic of a memorable gaming childhood moment or era.
There's a few. It's either got to be early high school, all the sleepovers with the boys. What do you call them? Like how do you make that sound? All the slumber parties with the boys.
There it is. There it is.
Nintendo DS, Picto chat.
Oh
Mom's like, right,
my gosh.
it's 11 p.m. Quit your talking. I'm trying to get some sleep. Turns the light off. You know the boys are hopping in room number 1. We're sending messages. You know, we're getting crazy. You know, people would be trying to draw like 2-panel pictures because you know how the last 2 panels would be on the top. There'd always be some dickhead, some unfortunate, you know, person. Apologies. Who like right in the middle of someone's artistic masterpiece? They're, you know, their 2-panel drawing. They're lining everything up. They got the protractor. A dick right in the middle of it. It's
There it is. Okay.
Either that or like at the arcade. I mean, we didn't have many arcades, but like at the theater or like at the laser tag place, they had this arcade machine. It was like the back half of a raft, and you and your friend hopped in, and you both did you guys know that game?
Well, we have
So
ones where
good.
like you're in the back of like a boat or like Jeep where you have both guns mounted and like they're
This
like
was
joint
lamer than
games.
that.
So this like
This is
this might
This
be
is
like
just
older though.
a boat. It's like whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
And you're both going like that in unison was so hard. Could never. I remember the day me and my friend completed it. It was just the greatest time because you'd always take the wrong path. It'd be like, oh, you're timed. You know, you've got 30 seconds. The time's counting down.
Oh, that's
You
intense.
take the wrong thing. You go to the one with the whirlpools. You get sucked down the whirlpools, and like, the day we clocked that, it was so great. Didn't get on the leaderboard. Nobody cared, but we knew. We knew we bit that game.
Dang.
So yeah.
Dang.
Those are my stories.
Okay. Shoot. All right. Let's. My next question, guys, is, and here is the thing. So it's 8:39. I feel like I always go a little long on these podcasts. I think we should stop at 9:30. So I'm thinking at like maybe 9:10, which maybe after this question, I don't know how long it'll go. We'll take all the chat questions that were actually serious. You know, maybe a couple of the troll ones, but in no particular order. So give a shout out to a couple of your viewers who are noteworthy and like tell me like why they're noteworthy. Now, for those in chat, don't feel obligated to hit the guys in chat. Okay, they're only taking a few so that everyone has time to talk. If you're not mentioned, it's not because you're not appreciated. It's just like, you know, we're trying to get through this. But and if no one wants to start, I can. But does anyone have a couple notable viewers for any specific reason that you guys like to mention because of things that they do or whatever?
I'd say Recidation because he's the host of the podcast. And
Okay.
you know,
I see
We don't
you
gotta securing the
game,
spot. Oh boy, 2 weeks in a row. But no, any like viewers of your streams specifically that are noteworthy because of a certain reason, or
I'll do mine. So as much as he trolls us in here, Nurse Watson and Mere Catikins, both of them, like obviously I know them in real life, so I get a little bit of grace with them, but they show up. I think Rest, we were talking on Twitter about ride or die people.
Oh yeah, that's
like
vital.
Those two are like one of the 5 people that I work with that are ride or die, and it's like they're there to play with you, they're to hang out with you, and that's what it is, man. It's like finding those people that go beyond just watching you. They're like family almost, like this weird digital family that's so dysfunctional yet functional, yet probably closer than I am to some of my real family.
Yeah.
So it's just finding those people, like Nurse Watson.
He's going to my stream too.
The ones in there right there. But yeah.
Not anymore. Yeah. Now I feel. Anyone else? Oh, sorry. So Cosmic, just to preface this, the next question here is give a shout out to a couple of your. Oh, he brought the space dog in. Holy crap!
That dog is adorable.
Let's go ahead and take a minute here.
Oh, is this what we're doing? I can get my wife's dog.
I don't mind. We got time. And I know. So Freedom, did I see 2? I thought I saw a different dog entered. Unless he shapeshifted some weird stuff.
No. You see 2. This is my Doberman right here, and we also have an English Coonhound.
Now let me ask you this, dude, because I bet you I'm 99% correct on this. Does your dog, that dog on the bed, have a tail?
Yeah. No.
I thought so. Or I thought not so.
You could have been.
Why?
You could have been correct either way.
Why? Well, I didn't think he had a tail. Every Doberman I see has no tail. Why is that again? That they don't? They like take them off. They like they take them off, or like they
I think it's just
hit
for
the
looks,
chop, dude.
cosmetic reasons.
I mean,
For them?
usually when you most we get, he's from a breeder, and we actually adopted him from a friend that couldn't take care of him. And when you get them from breeders, breeders cut their tails off. I don't know the exact reason, but breeders cut their damn tails off.
Okay. Because every
But that's
Doberman I've seen that's been the case.
yeah. No,
Okay.
dude. I don't know why.
Okay.
But on the note, I can go next for the viewer.
For sure.
The viewer question. I definitely have to give a shout out to Omega, because I mean Omega is extremely dedicated to my channel. Like, he's actually a mod now, and dude, everything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether we're promoting someone else or going to another person's channel. Like, he's in there too, like firing the emotes at him, or like the tournament for DB, he looked up everybody's stats and wrote everybody's stats
Yeah,
down.
that was crazy.
Like, literally, Omega is dead insane on his support, whether he's playing with me or he's just watching and saying oof in my chat. Like, he's literally insane. He's extremely dedicated. That's the type of dedication you need from people.
Got you. And you just want to name one or anyone? I mean, there's no like number limit or anything, but like if you guys want to name multiple, we definitely have time. If not, it's all good. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna name the Freedom
name a
Fam,
few.
man. You got Run DMC, Omega, Rated Range, and Trimmer. Those guys are constantly in my chat and always being in Kelly. But that's great people. Great.
Got you. I'd say I'll just go next. Basically, I got a couple of the mod boys, right? I got a Lucas is Born. That's he's down to hop and call it every now and then to talk about like stream stuff and things that he like thinks that I could like add. He tunes in every now and then. He doesn't like Paladins at all, but he has shows to just kind of power through it, you know, and try to watch as much as he can, you know, having school and whatnot. The Limp Walrus, who you guys have seen, he is also a streamer. Let's not get that mixed up here, okay? But he helps me with my stream all the time. I finish stream, or maybe like I'm on an off stream day. Live link our stream group. Me and him will hop in lobby 1. You know, we got lobby 1's the place to be in Discord when we're just chilling out. It's so nice. Besides that, we have so he's a mod. Sino Hockey, dude. Sino Hockey literally has like, I wouldn't have, okay, 2 semesters of my college so far, as well as maybe half of no, almost my entire new PC that I built when I first started. This man has literally like funded this. It's actually insane. He likes what I'm doing, or maybe likes the type of person I am. I don't 100% know. But he just subbed in the chat, dude. This, what, 9 months like he's been on this journey almost the whole time. I know him through my best friend. They played League, and then I hopped in and played League with him. And no, he's a super cool dude. Also up there, a little high up in the Wendy's franchise, so we're working on it. Okay, guys, we're also working on that sponsorship. But Sino definitely notable just for his like physical support of like adding, and I don't know. I mean, that's how I have these lights. You know, that you know. Let's go ahead and just work. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
look at that.
Okay.
We got the we can just blink it up. You know, it's
oh,
you know, and it, you know, I don't.
party.
I have. You can't just. I mean, the money that I made from streaming, I've like put back in, but the amount that's come from here has really enabled me to move on it and do bigger things, which is so nice. And then last one, as far as one of my VIPs is Anonix29, dude. I found this guy from Paladins because I got my tail whipped in a game. I put my link and he came in there. I played against him again the very next game, and he told my team exactly the strategy he was going to do. They didn't believe him, and he flanked us with a tank. Just the young quad kill. We lose again. But he like stuck through the stream. Now he makes like all of my memes. I have like a rest meme section. This boy just makes them. I get roasted and toasted a fair amount from these memes that are made, but at the same time, just someone that's like out here helping further like the activity of my Discord is like super nice. And then also Hardy, who I also found through Paladins, is someone that's always down to just carry me and make sure I'm a higher ranked Paladins than I should be. So just guys, they just show up all the time. It's awesome, dude. They're noteworthy because they just keep this thing going. So there's my long drawn out answer for you guys. That takes care of 3 of the 6. So
Okay.
what you guys got? Basically Dottie and, or wait, Dottie go already? Dottie,
I
DB,
think
and
me,
Cosmic.
Spirit, and
Oh,
Cosmic.
okay.
Did Spirit? No, you didn't go.
Yeah, I
right?
did. I was first
Oh, you
one.
did?
I did.
What the-
Nurse Watson and Meerkat Cans.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just Cosmic and DB then.
Yeah.
And then Dottie, you just gotta mention me. It was a little bit of a troll, but like I didn't. Yeah, so I think it's you three. It's Dottie, DB, and Cosmic that I haven't answered yet. So any of you three that want to go for it.
Go ahead, Cosmic.
No. Go ahead.
All right.
Bringing it back.
Okay, with me, as much as I hate it just because she's so toxic, but I mean, it's gonna be Sugar, aka Piggy Smalls. She's there literally every stream. Like this month alone, she's watched 62 hours worth of the stream. That's like literally 20 hours more than the next person. She's there from start to finish every stream. I'm so surprised she's not here right now, to be honest.
She was
but-
earlier, I think. But
Yeah, and I mean, I had to mod her because she's there literally all the time. So anytime I need something, I know that she's gonna be on to help me out with it. And I mean, yeah. So her, reluctantly, and Shelly and Nick on a Stick, man. Those are like my top three that are there. No matter what I'm streaming, no matter what's going on, they're always there to talk to me. Even if it's a game that they can't stand or a game that they have absolutely zero interest in, they're there 100% to at least keep me company. You know what I mean? And for some reason, Sugar has been really positive lately. Like she makes sure to tell me every day that I'm doing a good job and that not to be discouraged if my views aren't too high. It's really weird. I'm not used to it though, because every day she insults me, so it's very strange. Yeah, but yeah, those three for sure are the top three that deserve the shout out.
Tony just put up the hand. That was oh man, that's the dab of the year. I respect it. Gotta respect it. Dottie or Cosmic?
Go ahead, Dottie.
I feel like, I mean, I gotta give a shout out to all you boys. I appreciate it, but
we appreciate
from that,
you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
you guys are too good. I feel like there's a couple of guys. You sort of drop the Twitch link in a League of Legends game here or there, and you don't really expect it to stick. But honestly, I've met some fantastic people through that. People that have like, I don't know, when people sub to me, I don't, like the money or whatever. No. Seeing some kachows in chat like that brings
Yeah.
no
I have a couple of
yeah,
those.
like Limp, like big ups to the man Limp, like always there doing stuff when I need. He's always there for you, of course, rest with the clips. I appreciate that.
Oh, 100%.
But people like Zol, Intangible, like
Go ahead. Sorry.
Otter,
Oh, yeah.
Delexi. Just to list a few of them. I don't want to go talking for years, but like, you're taking a wee stroll, Cosmic.
I got hot, dude. I got hot. I had to step outside.
Stretch your legs. Hey, fair enough. I feel that.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, dude. I'm not bad.
No. I was just, but no, just people like that. Just drop a couple of people. But yeah, I don't want to. I don't know. Where do I cut off the line? I don't want to mention just one person, but I don't want to mention like.
Maybe those few
30,
people that you did mention. Is there anything like specific that they do? So like for Nonix making the memes, I know you said I come in with like the clips, but like I don't know. There's people that they just keep things going. Like even just making chat not be dead is like such a huge thing.
Yeah,
but
no, I appreciate that. Like even if it's telling me I'm garbage, it's like. Hey, negative reinforcement is better than none, right?
Tell that to your dad, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude. No, dude.
Just love me, Dad.
It's getting hot in here for anyone else. Are we good?
Woo!
I mean,
it's intense when reality hits, Jeez, Dad, quit dogging on my car, please.
Even more.
I will change the oil. Thanks, Dad.
I mean, okay, I guess I'm the last to go, huh?
Yeah. Wait, real quick, right before you start, I gotta add one more person. I forgot about Enchanting Clan. You're the boy, man. I completely forgot to mention you, dude. I apologize for that.
There it is. Make yourself known, Enchanting.
Yeah.
You've been acknowledged. Go ahead, Cosmic.
I mean, there's a million people. We have a lot of people coming in at the end, and we had people when like some new people that are really loyal, and we have some people who have been there from the beginning. Uh, Randomly, there's a guy named Cosmic Clouds that I met in Fortnite, and right before he convinced me to stay on one night, I met him. I was like, I love your name, and random duos in Fortnite. He's like, I love your name. I was like, let's do this. So we did, and then I was about to get off. I was like, I'll play one more, and then I got hosted by American Dad, who's a Fortnite pro player. He had gotten hosted by Tifu, and then he threw the host back at me. So it's kind of like a trickle
Dang.
down of like
Nice.
less viewers. That was like the first big daddy host. Miss Team
It's huge.
KK is another big host.
Mhm.
She's a big deal, sort of. And well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know, she's one of the bigger, smaller hosts, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
But loyalty goes, Marco Polo TV, Marzak is a new guy that always watched Call of Duty, and then the general stream. He kind of has a similar. We're in a similar pocket, and we like similar games. So, and then a lot of you guys, Nurse Watson, the Spirit, and Recidation, and I mean, I could go on and on. How much time you got? You know what I mean? It's like,
there it is. Hey, that's what I'm talking
but
about.
honestly, like for me, and I think for a lot of you guys, it's like one reason I like this so much more than other platforms is because I feel like we get to know on a deeper level. I don't know. Some people I guess could abuse this and just I think you see it and you know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say this. There's some people. There are some. I don't want to be too rude, but there are some people who abuse this and they're just doing it to make some money. And you know what I mean. But I feel like I think if you have a right mentality and you actually not only love what you're doing, but also I like just love people. Like I feel like I'm way too friendly, and I also like love to meet, like just to hang out and meet people. And so when I feel like a connection, this sounds stupid, but I feel like a genuine connection with the chat and people that come all the time. Hatsimo, I didn't see him, but Hatsimo is always in there. He gives me crap when like I play Call of Duty, but he's like, I'll watch you play anything. He's like, play Minesweeper. So we played Minesweeper for like an hour.
Oh, so there was
And,
some
on stream.
truth to that at the very start.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So I mean, you know, it's just like I think this is a great platform to kind of build genuine connections.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting a teleportation device built so I can get the TwitchCon and things like that, so I can meet some people. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Dang.
It's
Well,
getting cold here. It's getting really
have a
cold out
guy.
here.
We have a guy down here on Earth. You could connect with Elon Musk. Elon Musk. He has like this thing called SpaceX. I don't know. If you've seen any of those ships cruise by, or maybe you're too far out there. But if you could connect with him, he's super active. I think on Twitter. So maybe just dropping him hey, is there something you could put in the works? To
He
get
asked
me
me to
down
follow
there.
him. I denied it.
Okay. 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 Shoot. Hey, it happens, dude. Dang.
He's launching trash into space.
Oh, really? Do you have to deal with any of that
Yeah,
stuff?
Yeah, you know, that's how I got my piece. You know.
Oh, that's true.
I
You
didn't
might
think
want
I'd
to follow
even.
him. I don't know.
I didn't listen. He's launching cars and crap. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I don't know how to let. I don't know how it works. But what I'm saying is, he's littering. Okay.
Okay.
And so
All right.
sometimes I find trash in space, and I happen to find a PC, and boom,
Fair enough.
shakalaka. 5 months ago,
Okay.
plugged it in and it worked.
Got it. Let's see. It's about 9 o'clock, so I'm thinking we just go to the questions from chat. You guys can give me questions currently, but first I'm gonna read the ones in Discord. Now here's the deal: they're in this Discord call, so we're gonna have to answer these at least at the beginning, just on the overlay screen, because I don't have a second Discord up here. So let me scroll way up to the top and get through all these joke questions as well, as well as some of the serious ones. I think we talked about this in the past, but I know Space Waffles asked at the very start of the stream. I don't know if he's still here, but how do you give followers, and then how do you get people to then stay in your stream as well? So it's not just getting people to just hit that heart, but it's just viewer retention. Any advice on that?
Sorry, one more time. I missed that question.
Basically, how do you get followers, and then how do you get people to stay in your stream?
Okay.
I wish there was an easy way to answer. I don't really think there is an easy way. I mean, I just think promote your channel. Don't ever stop. Don't ever be afraid to or embarrassed to promote what you're doing, especially if it's something you really enjoy. I think that's the best way to get followers. But retaining them, that's tough. I don't know.
Yep. I want to say it's just being entertaining, because I feel like that's what works for streamers to keep me engaged, is just being entertaining, being engaging. So I think that's the answer for retention. How to get them there, I'm not a pro by any means, so I don't know.
That's
Still
what I
figuring
hate
it
the
out.
most is when you look at the viewer count. I'm like, oh, nice, 20, 16, 18, 14, 12. Oh, shoot, 8. Oh, 25. Like, what? all in like 10 minutes. All in 10 minutes. I'm like, what am I doing wrong and right at every single moment? Like, can we get some attention spans in the chat? Like, or I know DB, you talked about this with like when the number jumps, you would appreciate them just telling you, what am I doing wrong? Just tell me before you leave and never come back ever. Just let me know.
It's so crazy because like I'll be like, oh, I had a solid stream. You know, I had 30 viewers all night. Heck yeah, you know, I'm feeling great. And then like I'll get the little email notification like, oh, stats on your stream, and be like 132 unique viewers. What? That means I didn't retain a lot of those dudes. That was like that means 100 of them came, saw me, it said, screw this dude, and they bailed. It's like, oh, that's horrible then. No. I was feeling good for a minute. Thank you, Twitch.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel you.
I just want to know.
I'm gonna throw out there. I love getting rated because that's when I can just be stupid, dumb lit.
Yeah.
Like,
gotcha.
Like DB rated me the other day after our interview we had, and it gave me an excuse to shotgun like 4 beers.
Next level, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I feel.
Yeah, the retaining viewers is super hard though. Like I feel like
let's go ahead and speak for ourselves here, guys. Come on now.
Right.
I'm playing.
No. It's hard, man. I feel like the majority of the viewers I get are people that after I kill them, they come in my stream, and I hold those guys the longest, and they call me retarded. So
yeah. Now I feel.
So it's hard, man.
Yeah. Sorry to get off track
here,
but I'll go ahead.
I'd love to answer that one.
Yeah.
About getting viewers, right? That's the question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightning, don't answer that question.
Wait, what?
Oh no. Okay.
Why can't we? Why can't we?
Since the Cosmic Warrior's not going to address the Cosmic in the room, I think that his appearance really does cut through for him, and I think that that's a thing that everyone should look for. Is we're all in this oversaturated bubble of playing these games that there's at least another 120 people playing. You gotta have something that cuts through, something that like makes you special, and you know. I think Cosmic has that and this is what I found out. I was just scrolling through. It's like, this dude's got face paint on. Who is he? And so
War paint.
And, I'm sorry.
I'm not at a birthday party.
I'm sorry. We peasants, we use.
Oh my gosh.
Like, anyway, so this guy's got war paint. What is this? And it got me. I was hooked. And then I think at that time he just wrecked some kid. He was talking smack like a professional smack talker, and I was like, I'm in. This is I find this hilarious.
Listen, I'll say it.
But I just think having that X factor that cuts you through the noise is what everyone should try to find, and Cosmic has his, and it's awesome.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. And I mean, I will say this: everything I do on my stream is very well thought out and on purpose, and that's one of the things. And another thing I want to say is.
That is classified information.
Okay, listen, stop.
Oh, shoot.
Seriously.
Oh, no.
I can't talk anymore about it, apparently.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I agree with what, Spirit said, is, what kind of cuts you through the industry. So me, I market myself as America's, favorite African-American streamer. That's just me, okay? All I'm saying is that February is only a couple days away. And your boy's gonna be on the front page. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Hold
that's
on.
what.
To comment to this, when Blackout first came out, or Black Ops first came out, I think Rest was like African American Ops 4.
Yep, 100%.
And I got that. I
got to market it.
I clicked right away. I was like, what?
Ethnic Ops is what we were like the other day. We got to make it. It's about because everyone's like, oh, sex sells, dude. It's 2019. SJWs everywhere. Race sells, boys.
Race.
Okay. So all I'm saying, don't be surprised when I'm on the front page in a couple of days. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm gonna apply. I'm going to apply.
Right after this is over, my stream title is gonna be called Chinese New Year, and you guys better come watch.
100%. 100%. 100%. So
Is that what we're talking
that
about?
would be that's everyone's opinions then on growth. Are we all good? Or retention, all that stuff. Okay. Let's go to the next question here. We already talked about the whole freedom getting carried. How much does it cost?
Yeah, you want to just go ahead and bring it
Do
up
I
again?
need to do I need to read this before I don't want to read something. I know Lim put it in here. I trust you, dude. Okay, Restation. I have a question. So first, I was streaming Fortnite on Twitch, and then someone donated some money to me, but I don't have a donation link. So what the heck? It was probably fake. Meaning,
100%.
we had a friend who I won't go to details, but he was streaming and someone felt bad for something he was telling the story, and basically it looked like a donation where they had this whole message to say that they donated. It was in green text, which I think we saw Diana before typing in like blue
Yeah,
text.
she did that.
So
yeah.
some people can make chats look like they're donations. They hit you with that prank. But you guys can't see the screen. That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. But they hit you with that prank, you know. So I would say it's just a joke. Next question: how long does it take to put on? I don't know what face paint is. I know maybe he meant war paint, probably. How long does it take you to put that on before any of the major battles? You know, or I guess or do you have to reapply it from battle to stream? Does some
Who are
come
you
off?
talking to?
This is, I think,
Are you talking
specifically
to me?
Cosmic
Wait,
Gladiator.
wait.
Like, is that open to
Wait.
everybody?
Wait.
Or?
Well,
Wait,
it was
wait.
just a
That's
question,
not his-
so it's like
That's
All
not
right,
his.
can I-
That's not his real face.
It's
no,
a
I think
tattoo.
it's war. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was real.
Oh,
It's
so
a henna tattoo. It's a henna tattoo.
like
Oh, yeah, like
they're
Spirit just
spirit
did it.
controlled. Like, oh my gosh, $200. I'll start crying.
It's a
all
command.
everything, you know. Okay.
Cena, what?
I mean,
Oh.
all right. I mean, I'll be honest. When I first started my stream, it was a little bit different of a look, and it took me probably a little bit more. I don't know, hour and a half, and now, man, it takes me anywhere from like 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Okay.
So that's real life answer.
Articulate. Shoot.
So there you go.
Okay. All right. I like this little speed round, boys. But sorry that was a cosmic
Favorite-
only. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
It was from, you know.
Hold on. Favorite. I gotta answer this one on the fly. Favorite Wendy's menu item?
Oh, thank you.
Baconator. Get out of my face. And if you don't like the Baconator, then you just get out. Don't
Can I
even talk.
can I get a clip of that too, guys? While you're at it, somebody. This podcast, I just thought you guys should know, is actually not at all sponsored by Wendy's. But if you didn't know, they actually have a 4-for-4 deal where you can get a value entree, fries, value drink, as well as 4-piece nuggets, all for just $4. Just throwing it out there. My personal, only $4 actually. It's just $4, 4 items. It just makes sense. But my personal favorite, I get a meal. My friend introduced it to me because it's not like on the menu because you're adding a patty to it, but a triple Baconator meal large. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking to make some gains, maybe not the right gains, but some gains as you can see, that's what you want right there.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Space Police? Oh my gosh, did they chase your ship?
Favorite Wendy's menu item? I stop in there to use the restroom sometimes.
We're gonna have to use the 5-person setup, guys. Give me a second here to edit this out. Big yikes in the chat. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second, real quick. Freedom cleanse.
Oh man!
So
Get this man back in here.
Just give me a second. Just gotta get these moved around. Just give me. Sorry, guys. We have a little.
Russ is a little sensitive about his Wendy's.
Okay.
Oh.
And boom. Okay, guys. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh my god!
I'm hopping back in. Give me a second.
Tox.
Okay, let me add him in there. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. Did it?
Right.
It did, didn't it? Ah, shoot! It
Oh,
messed
you
everything.
bite bites back.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's worth.
The counter troll.
We're getting Freedom Cleanse back in here. Just give me a second. But DB then and DB and Dottie on the. If you guys can't see, give me a second. All the names are messed up, but we'll go ahead. He's throwing a little bit of a fit here.
Throw it up for him.
Okay.
Yeah, the sass.
I can't.
This is a little bit
I can't
unprofessional,
answer.
but
I can't answer that.
you can't.
No, my mother told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Oh my god.
I'll let that one slide because I respect you as a man. That's the only reason why. Okay. Donnie style, you want to go ahead and head over?
Favorite Wendy's
Yeah, favorite Wendy's item.
Okay. I haven't experienced American Wendy's. The only
Okay.
Wendy's I have been exposed to is Wendy's in New Zealand,
Okay.
which isn't as good.
But
Okay.
is it Wendy's though?
It is.
It is still
though.
Wendy's,
I
but
would
it's still different.
say. I don't know. What's the burger with like the patty and the?
Yeah.
Wow, this is
Cheeseburger.
getting
It's called
good.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Like, go. Sorry.
I
Keep
know
explain.
exactly which one.
Wait, hold up. I might know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, sorry. So how many
better
patties
be
are
a
we
JB.
talking?
JBC.
One.
Just one?
Just a
Is
basic.
Is there cheese on it?
I
JBC.
Is it a value patty?
maybe.
It could be the Dave's Juicy Single. Is what I'm thinking.
It's
about.
not
Maybe
that. I can
Definitely
tell
not.
you.
It had to be a
Okay.
juicy.
Sorry. Sorry.
Dave single juicy. No, whatever you said.
Okay.
I think I don't know. Wendy's over here way overpriced. Way
Okay.
too small.
Because
I'd say just,
there
like,
isn't
yeah,
a 4 for
value
4
meal.
over there.
Nah,
It's
There's like a
like a
$5
$5 meal is what you said.
which is
So what
like
all comes
a
with that?
value burger,
Those
chips, and a
juicy
drink.
signals and
They don't give you
It's
the
like-
nuggets? Sino, can we get on that, please, for our brethren
Correct.
overseas? Can we do? Come on now.
But it's like, yeah, I need to head over there, get some
Okay.
Wendy's, get a real Wendy's experience, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Season 5, I'll answer that question properly.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm gonna stand up for some of these people in chat who say that Wendy sucks. Because rest, you got to give me a second. Because
I might need to
there are
ban a
a
couple.
lot-
Where are they at? Where they
there's a
at?
lot of trashy Wendy's out there. I recently got a new Wendy's near me. Has changed my perspective.
Just choose your words careful, please. Like really.
180. So I just man, it's like it was a trashy rundown Wendy's, and when the grill is dripping with grease and fire hazard.
That's called flavor. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying you mean
Oh
flavor.
Lord, no, it was bad. And I've recently tried this new Wendy's, and it was actually fantastic. So, and for me, it was a spicy chicken sandwich. That's the jam.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oof.
Okay.
So
sorry,
I'm
some
chat.
time
I
out
feel
work
if you guys say, "Hey, Wendy's, find yourself a good one. Give it a real try."
Now here's the deal, guys. Okay, there are some slip ups. Let me just tell a quick story. I know we're getting low on time here. Okay, I got what appeared to be a non-chicken nugget in my 4 for 4. I had not to bash Wendy's. I had to tweet about it. I got a DM that following morning. They gave me a phone call personally and said, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry. We're gonna give you a free meal." I drove up, no questions asked. Like, you know what, dude? I'm sorry about that. We give quality products. They hit me with 2 new meals free.
Oof.
You know what?
That's
To
customer
own
service.
up to a mistake and be like, you know what? We're human too, but we're Wendy's. Okay. So I could go on all day. I'm sorry. Let's get to the next question. Whew, I get a little worked. I get a little bit emotional
Oh my
sometimes.
gosh.
Oh man. Let me see. Let's keep scrolling down the questions here. Why did I do all this chat? Because now I'm like missing. Okay, we already answered the llama gang. That was from Spirit. Can you tell us about the Wendy's 4 for 4 are already done? Does Rest ever brush his hair? Oh, come on, man. Dude,
Answer
do
the
you
man.
see? Okay, I don't use a brush, right? Because this would be all froed out. You just got it, so basically when you
Are
shower,
you saving that for
you
February?
go. Yes, of course I am, dude. Can't give it up. It's an image. So for me, you go when you shower, you go with the shampoo. It's got to get in there. You wash that out. Okay. You could just use normal conditioner, but I'm African American, so you go with the shea butter. Okay. I'm telling you right now, it goes in there. Gets those.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It frees it up a little bit. So when you do that, the curls actually start to have this volume that you don't just get with any conditioner. So basically, I get it to where it is very even on top. On the sides, I do need a haircut because the curls are going to come down. Working on it, but it's all going to be hand woven, just like
hand-woven.
baskets in Africa. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a thing.
Shit.
Can you host a Minecraft server? I already did. I will get that to you guys soon. Why are? Never mind. Oh no. What type of taco is your favorite type of taco? Anyone could open up with this one. Don't mention any taco chains, just the actual type of
Street
taco.
tacos.
So we're just talking.
Ooh.
Wait, it's 2019, dude. It's kind of messed up. But did you say? Oh, street tacos.
Street taco.
Oh,
street taco
street-
is a style.
I thought what? Street tacos?
Street taco is a
Oh,
style.
I thought you
Yeah.
said straight
Oh,
tacos.
wow.
I was gonna say. Okay, hold up. My bad. I'm covering bases. I'm hosting the show. I have to cover my bases.
Excuse me.
I have to cover my bases.
Ooh.
I have to cover my bases. I'm sorry. I was sorry.
If we ain't
Street
talking
tacos.
about Wendy's, I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Yo,
Street
there's only one
tacos. They're always
correct
the best,
answer
right.
here. Only one correct answer here. It's spicy Doritos Locos Tacos.
I'm
That's
not gonna
it.
lie. That's actually
Supreme.
fire. That's true.
Supreme.
Okay.
Shit's fire.
Supreme
I don't know if-
have diarrhea. Supreme
yeah, it's-
diarrhea.
Yeah,
But it's-
fire,
but it's
fire
worth it.
coming in and out.
No pain, no pleasure. All right.
It's worth
it-
it though. I'm just saying.
Does the cheesy gordita crunch count? Do they still have that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that changed my life.
Got you. Wait. So
Yep.
okay. Interesting. Sorry, I just gotta read chat real quick. Chick-fil-A is a cultist group of people that try to influence their beliefs in everything they do. Now,
Easy.
I'm a Christian. Let's be real, guys.
What?
Now, I think that maybe I don't know if they overdo it.
Let's
I
stay away
think.
from the politics.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that CEO statements. It's all messy. It's all maybe people speaking their truth a little bit too much. Putting it out there when it's really about the product first. Let's just be real. But let's go ahead and move on. That actually was the last question, at least from Discord. So if you guys have any more to end the last 15 minutes of the stream, just go ahead and ask them right here, and we can. Anyone can actually read them. Like so, if it's like from like your viewer that you recognize, you guys could go ahead and just read it if you want.
Is this a podcast about gaming or food? Hey, watch your mouth.
It jumps around.
Is there a
I'd say
difference?
exactly,
Is there a
dude.
difference?
So
You play both to win. You understand me?
yeah,
It's about the
Jesus.
content. It doesn't matter streaming food content.
because
All
I'd
right, so
say
one of
that-
my viewers,
Okay.
and if you guys don't watch anime, it's fine. But let's go like top 3 anime.
Ah!
What's wrong with anime?
I'm just a
Okay,
hater.
top
I'm
3
like a
anime.
weeb hater,
And
so-
whoever watches it, if you don't, I respect that. Top 3 anime for whoever.
Okay.
If you do watch, I don't respect that.
Let me just get this out of the way.
I've got a list to watch.
So here's the deal.
Uh,
I've watched one anime my entire lifetime. Everyone's like, "Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender." Does that even count? Pokemon, like what the frick? Like, does that count?
Dude,
Does all
those
that stuff count?
Yeah.
Everyone
Those count.
says that.
Those count.
Well, I'm gonna set
count.
those
Those
aside.
count.
The only like anime that I've actually watched ever. I'm like big on sports, so I'm like, okay, this seems cool. My brother like told me like to watch. It's like I think the
Is it a
translation
boxing
or whatever
one?
is like Kuroko no basket or something like that. So this boy he
Oh,
like
okay.
doesn't shoot, he just passes, but like they're these insane passes like Jason Williams status. We're talking Rondo status, Ginobili status. And I watched I think like almost the whole first season and that was it. I forgot what the website was called, so I'm just like I don't care enough to go find it again. I'll maybe later. It just hasn't happened yet in like years, but that's the only one I've actually watched.
All right.
So I'll seek out.
Real quickly, I enjoy Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, and Cowboy Bebop. Those are like my top 3. I think that it's because they're a great narrative, they're a great story, and it's a great art medium. I don't know. I enjoy me. I'm not like there's those kids that run with their arms behind their backs. Those kids.
Oh.
You don't
ruin
do
it.
that?
It's yeah.
I mean-
I think it's a little much.
Anyways, Cowboy Bebop. We'll talk about that later.
Yo, Cowboy
Anyways,
Bebop. I remember I used to get so mad when I'd be watching like Adult Swim, and then that would pop like I was just watching a bunch of dope shows, and then not I never watched it. So not to knock it, but when I was younger, I didn't appreciate anime, so I was just like, I don't
you
want to
watch
watch
Dragon
this.
Ball. You're Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I know, but that's it. I didn't watch anything other than Dragon Ball when I was younger.
Dragon Ball is one of the
NFL
greats,
anime.
man. It's number
Yeah.
5 for me. But
Number
yeah, no,
five.
Dragon Ball is fantastic. I have a
Freedom,
list. I have
too
a
good.
running list because
Yeah.
Wait, what does
I
DB
talk
in your
about
name mean?
Dragon Ball.
I'm just kidding.
No, I literally only
Yeah,
watched
can
3. I like literally watched it. I only watched like Dragon Ball,
Ooh, I'm not.
One Punch Man, and like My Hero. That's it.
DB doesn't stand for
perfect.
Dragon Ball, by
Those
the
are
way.
great.
What happened for you?
I said DB doesn't stand for Dragon Ball.
Play the clip.
Yeah, play the clip. Play the clip.
I'm just not a big fan. That's just a personal thing, but
That's fine. I respect that because
got you.
it's whatever. It's preference.
Does Rugrats count?
I think well, okay, I lied actually. Fine. Okay, I have a second one. My personal favorite, the only thing that beat like Kuroko no Basket. I watched this. This was like a childhood thing as well. I think Cory in the House definitely takes the cake there.
Oh
I don't know why that was a big meme that Cory in the House was like everyone's favorite anime, and I was like, you know what? True. Like you're right. Speak your truth.
Speak
I
your
was all
truth.
about it. I was all about it.
I think you missed. Russ.
What?
Oh,
I think you missed it.
I missed what? What happened?
Cory in the
The
house.
point.
Oh, the point.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
It's all right, Russ.
Oh.
I'm with you, man. Cory in the house, represent.
Sorry, my bad.
Yo.
Oh, we're trying to get like a wide range.
All right.
Of
Oh wait,
question
someone
variety.
had a good question. Oh crap. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
Oh,
Was there anything else?
Yawning had a question. What happens when an affiliate becomes a partner?
They get
well,
when I
you
get
see,
there, I'll
your
tell
body
ya.
starts going through these changes, and
Well played.
So I think it's based on your sub count. You can get like a lot of emotes. I don't know what the max is, but you can get a lot of emotes. You
Based
can.
on your viewership too.
Ooh,
and
Cino's got
viewership
a
too.
real question coming up.
I think that you can run ads. You get like a button that can just start ads. That's all I know. That's the difference, to be honest. Emotes and ads. I
More
mean,
emotes, yeah, more emotes.
Do you
get
get a better
ad revenue?
slice of the
Oh,
sub
no.
pack?
You also
You
get
do not.
encoding options, right? You can
Yes,
stream
you're
at
right.
1080p.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, that's true.
And then another thing, I think, is it per year or right when you get partner? You get like a jacket, right? Like a Twitch jacket for being like a partner. It's like some limited edition thing.
Was that real?
I believe so. I'm pretty
That would
sure
be
that's a
cool.
thing. So I don't know if it's like a yearly thing they come out with one, or if it's like right when you get partnered, you can get like this special limited edition jacket that like only partners have or something. Kind of like in League of Legends, if you're familiar, if you hit Challenger, which is like I think that's like top 200 in the game, you get like a Challenger jacket for each season that you make Challenger. It's like a
Get
like a
that
legacy
sweet
thing.
check mark, dog.
That
That's
yeah,
what everybody
plus
wants.
yeah, honestly, you just get more of that cash money, dude.
Nice.
Super
Here,
Bowl
I don't
boys.
know.
That was the next question. I won't. I'll go last on this one.
Pats.
Pats.
That's it. That's the only answer. Pats.
You can't go against
Yep,
Tom
absolutely.
Brady ever. You never go
Tom
against
Brady.
Tom Brady. Never.
Okay.
What happened with Nick Foles last year was a complete fluke, and everybody saw. All right.
Oh,
I don't
but
know
it's good.
how.
Chill.
that happened.
Don't look at me. I'm just reaching for my wallet, dude. Chill out. We're good. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Nick Foles got exposed. I don't know what kind of voodoo they did before that game, but there's no way that's happening 2 years in a row. Brady's not losing. All right,
Shoot.
Brady's the goat.
100%.
I'm not
Woo!
even a Pats fan, but I know that Brady's the goat.
I'm
Right,
not even a
respect-
sports ball person, but I can tell you right now that Pats are win because yeah,
He said, "I don't
they
even
win
watch
all the
soccer."
time, and they apparently have some man who really good with quarterback.
Yeah.
Wait.
on the same
Wait.
level
I
as
missed
you,
a point
right?
you said on the question. Wait. Am I? Wait. Hold up.
That was like 15 minutes ago, wasn't it?
Wait. No. Someone. No. I was saying. Someone said about the question about the affiliate partner thing.
Oh,
Wait.
Did I
It's
screw it
about
up?
affiliate to partner on the podcast. Oh, like for us? Like what would change if we were partners? Is that what it was? I think I missed it.
Maybe.
Did you get
Yeah.
kicked off the podcast? Wouldn't be allowed on. or
Yeah,
something?
you can't be on here.
You probably. I was gonna invite a partner on soon. There's no
Oh, you
rules
know
in
what
that.
does happen? You get to create a group for the live link. Is what
That's
happens.
what you
So
do.
there
Yeah,
go.
you create the
That's what
stream team.
happens.
You know what? I want
Mm.
a partner in here. I want to ask the questions, like because I think that we are stepping into this affiliate system. I want someone who's already conquered this to
I'm
tell me
working on it. I am
what
working
did
on
you
it.
do to get there. I think that it's not like affiliates only podcast. This
Yeah.
is podcast, whatever of affiliates for affiliates by affiliates.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I was working on
Everybody
getting a partner in here, and there's a second one I was also thinking about asking. Now here's the deal. As far as you saying like conquering the system, it'd probably be best for me to get a current partner, not someone who's been a partner for a long time, because that's when Twitch was not oversaturated. It was it wasn't super easy. Like
Right.
you had to be entertaining, but it was easier because
Yeah.
when it was a newer thing.
Less
So I
competition.
would try to get someone that is a more recent partner, for sure.
Ooh,
But
maybe I could hit up Heel Mike. Heel Mike would be a good one. He just recently got partner.
nice. Send him the old invite, dude. That's all it is. Got you. Did everyone here say Pats then before I? Because I don't want to. I don't want to get
I
hate
love
on.
them.
So here's
American sport.
I love those Patricks.
so basically, I'm usually
Dude,
someone that roots
SpongeBob,
for like the
yeah.
underdog in the Super Bowl here, right? Okay, and I have nothing against like, oh, like, I'm not trying to be like the cool kid that like hates success or like what's popular, right? But typically, I'm like down for the underdog. Now, the reason why I am for the Pats though in this case would be because of that call. As far as the whole PI thing, you don't know, really what happened, and they were gonna do this thing with asking the commissioner if they could do like another game, kind of like a second game
Oh,
to
that
play
petition.
again. Yeah, which
Yeah.
is not gonna happen. I don't think. I think there might still be. It's not gonna happen.
No way
Yeah.
that
No,
would
they
happen.
So-
they had over 1 million people do that petition. That was in the first day. That's not going to happen. There's
Yeah.
no way. That would
It
destroy.
would ruin everything.
Yeah.
It would ruin the NFL.
So-
Because
yeah.
every Rams
Yep.
fan in the world would be like, that play didn't make the game, and just,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
get
don't
it.
want to hear that. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
that shit.
So I get it. So to that point, I'd say because we don't know what could have happened, and maybe like the Saints like could have made it. I'm just gonna go with the Pats because I feel like it's just right if the Rams don't win. For that reason only, But yeah,
Yeah.
Space Waffles. We actually did also answer your question already earlier. I think it was the first one. So it was pretty elaborate. So you might have to just go back and watch it after, and we'll post it.
Which
to
one was that
YouTube, so-
again?
The growth and retention question. It was like the
Oh
first
yeah,
one, too.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was the whole conversation
Yeah.
for sure.
Anything else from chat before we head on? Soccer is football. It's not, dude. Come on now. I'm
Stop it.
I'm from Africa. I know it's not the same, dog. We going to play some. We playing some
we
football.
talk about Deflategate. Look at when the Pats spanked the Colts that year.
Spank them! Absolutely!
Members, people from the Colts said themselves, they go, look, that team is so good. It didn't matter if they were playing with a bar of soap. They were going to destroy us no matter what. That team is just good. So you
We ran the
can't
ball.
blame it on a little deflation of a football. Like, that's ridiculous. They're a good team. They were going to win regardless.
Here's my expert take on it. You ready? You guys know about baseball, right? Well, some of us don't. But, all right. But a pitcher in baseball, right? The guy who throws the ball, Dottie. This is what we're talking about.
Oh
He's the
no!
He's the guy who takes the ball and they rub the balls down. It sounds stupid, but they put the on. They get them exactly how they want. They have exactly
Spit on it, yeah, it's hard part.
and then they have a set of balls that they use for the game. It's called game balls. That's the same thing in football. You get it how you want. You get exactly. It's even more. Listen to this, Dottie. In football, it's all made out of leather. Okay, so then they get exactly how they want it. Okay? So you're not. So the whole. Listen, you're telling me that Tom Brady's doing that himself 4 games? No way. He's telling some idiot like intern to be like, hey, this is exactly how I want it. Do it. Get out of my face. I got to go talk to my supermodel wife. That's what he's talking about.
He
any of that crap.
If he did say that, though, they immediately do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
So,
fucking Tom Brady.
So I'm sure he didn't do it himself, and he's not out there. So it's just like every quarterback. They even had Joe Montana at one point say on ESPN, say, "Listen, every quarterback has a certain way he likes the ball. Yeah, that's it. So get out. They're just looking for something. You know?
Yeah.
I got a question for Cosmic.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about Tom Brady kissing his oldest son on the mouth?
Oh no, that's all the time we have for today. What we're gonna do actually is we're gonna replay the intro of the podcast, and I think we're actually
not in a weird way. Not in a weird way. It's like you know how like when you have a little kid, it's cool. You kiss him on the mouth like to be like affectionate
You
to
might
your
want to
child.
think about your.
But he does. His kid is older. His kid's like 14, and that's how he does it. He'll be like, "Hey, where you going? Get over here, and give me a kiss goodbye." He kisses him on the mouth. It's weird.
Shit's weird.
I think it is weird. I had a friend who was a grown person, like talking in his after college, and he kisses his dad on the mouth.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
Listen, okay, hold on. Let me diffuse this before this bomb blows up. Let me diffuse this. Just different cultures, people. Like, people have cultures. It's all about the intent and it's all about culture, and that's just what it is. Some people go.
Okay, hold on. I want to say something. Okay, This is the end all be all. I think he kissed him on the mouth in a Super Bowl. Whatever, passionate moment. You won a Super Bowl. Who cares?
No, he was getting massage.
Wait. Yeah. So that's the point. That's what it just clicked in my head. I had boxed that out of my memory. So that's I had totally taken that out, and I'm all about TB12. Okay, but no, you don't do that.
So we are gonna roll to the intro. Also use it as the outro, and we're actually gonna get out of here. We gotta get out of here on time, boys. We gotta get out of here on time. I'm gonna roll the intro, and we are actually going to raid the boy Drayan. Make sure you guys stick around for his stream here. We're gonna play the intro. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's go ahead and let the outro play, boys. We'll talk about this after. Someone's on probation. This is not good.
What?
Whew.
Get the showers, team.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Blue Steel. Oh, there. Remember that guy.
Alright, we will not be here next Sunday, guys, but the Sunday after that. This is an every other Sunday podcast. I believe DB Fanboy Gaming, though, will have another interview show this coming Sunday. So make sure you guys are around for that. We will see you guys not next week, but the week after that. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope you guys followed all these streamers. All their commands are in chat. You can type them even when I go offline. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good day, boys. For sure.
Later, guys.
Okay.
Later.